up. What'd you say?
Like, well, I heard this in another podcast, like where they stayed completely silent for a minute, just for jokes.
Mm.
And like, yeah,
That's really what I usually do. I mean, sorry, recording.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Dang. I didn't know
Yeah.
that. I didn't know that then.
Yeah. You just started telling. All right. Let me press. And it's really how it started. Like you just start BSing it, and then just whatever topic comes up.
Yeah, I mean, I feel you. I wasn't, I was just being, oh, we're gonna start now, but you just got me by surprise. Oh, I've been starting, so like, yeah, it's whatever.
Yeah. I know you've been into the NBA a lot.
Yeah, oh, big fan, dude. Uh,
Maps.
yeah, big time.
Yeah.
Uh, people actually don't tend to believe me.
Can I speak up?
Oh,
Just
people don't tend to believe me when it comes to that my parents cleaned Rick Carlisle's condo.
No way. What?
Yeah.
That's the way to start off.
So I don't know why people don't believe me, but at the same time, it's like whatever.
Because it's random. Because usually people would say like Dirk Nowitzki or like the really big name.
I mean, for us, it's like we don't tend to, oh, we clean him. No, it's like we just keep it on the low. So yeah, it started. We been cleaning his. Well, he used to live in a home in Highland Park, but then he moved to downtown. To be closer to the practice facilities and the stadium. American Airlines. But what I can remember, since I was 6, they started cleaning his home. Then once he moved, he was like, "We still want you guys to clean our home, our condo now." And like, yeah, ever since we've been
So have you
doing it.
met him?
Huh? Dude, I've met him.
Oh.
And well, yeah, I met him, but that was when he was moving from one floor to another. Cause the hurricane that happened in Houston.
Yeah.
He had a friend. I think his wife's friend Donna. She was like, "If you guys need like a home or something, just come to our condo, and we'll buy the one upstairs." And like they did, and I met him that day. I think he was just coming home from practice. And when I met him, it was completely like, I was like, like I was geeking out because,
Yeah, no shit.
it's like, oh, dude.
Like, bro, I see you on TV.
Yeah,
Fuck.
in 2011, you won a championship, with the underdogs, basically.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, the thing that surprised me is that his hand wasn't that bigger than mine. Because when I shook it, I was able to grab all his finger, like, like a firm handshake.
Yeah, like a firm handshake.
Yeah, and I guess he wasn't expecting that either. And at that time, he usually tends to give us, like, all the equipment he doesn't need. So, like, NBA, practice jerseys or, training gear and stuff like that. And I had it on. He was like, "I see you're wearing my stuff." I was like, "Yeah." And, I like it, fits me well. And, like, yeah, it's a vibe. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy though. I didn't. And like just for people that just give you a reference, Rick Carlisle's head coach of the Mavs. Since how long has he been coach for? It's been coach for a minute.
Yeah. I know he's won 3. I know he's won 3 rings.
No, but with the Mavs.
Oh, with the Mavs, yeah, he just won 1. But yeah, he's been there like for quite a while now. I say roughly like around 13, 14 years.
Yeah.
Around there. Yeah. Good thing he still has like 2 more years in his contract. And
that's definitely a way to start off the episode, though. The people are gonna ask you like, wait, what? Hold up.
Yeah, I mean,
you go to his house?
Yeah, he has a daughter, dude. Like when I was telling you, she's tall, dude. I say she's gonna be taller than her dad, cause she's 15. She's like 6'3", 6'4", and like yeah, it's.
How tall is he?
I don't know, but I've seen like.
But it's a pretty tall guy, I can imagine.
Yeah, he's tall. I mean, he has like what you see on TV. Like he's he doesn't joke around or anything like that. He's like straight to the point.
Yeah.
He's like that in real, like meeting him face to face.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. Yeah, and it's crazy that he usually tends to give us last 2 weeks ago he gave us a Hall of Fame Nike backpack.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "Oh, those are they don't retail them to any other like places," and I was like, "Yo, that's dope." And yeah,
Damn, I should get him on the podcast then.
I mean, I probably hit him up because
Yeah,
they
this is like, hey, I just got off a podcast.
his wife told us like if you guys need to like tickets to games, you could get your encore. You could meet the players behind the scenes. And stuff like that. Hang out with them.
That'd be pretty dope though. Even if it's like a 10-minute episode, I don't care. It's Rick Carlisle.
Yeah, dude, I mean, dude, they're currently playing right now. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, you've been following up, just like I try to watch a few games here and there, but I'm not. I'm sure I'm not as updated as you are.
Dude, I'm updated just for the maps, but like for the rest of the bubble, like I check once a day. See like who's winning, especially the intensity of the games are like playoffs.
Yeah.
Like they're really good. Mavs.
Yeah, pretty much are. Yeah.
Mavs going into like two in a row overtime game. No, three times overtime games. Yeah, it's crazy.
Damn, the Suns won 130-17.
Dude, I saw it. I was like undefeated right now.
What is that? 6-0 right now?
No,
Or
it's
like
7-0.
7-0.
Yeah,
Fuck.
dude, Devin Booker's been popping off.
Yeah, 35 points, 9 rebounds.
That's his. If I'm not
That was the stat line for today. Do what?
if I'm not mistaken, that's his fifth 30-point game. Dude, that's talent.
That West, the Western Conference is crazy right now.
Yeah, it totally is.
Like no one wants to lose. Fuck. Even like San Antonio just won against the Rockets, so technically they're not out of the playoffs either.
Dude, I saw it. They blew the Rockets out of. It was a
123-105.
Yeah, it's a blowout. Nah, but I want the Spurs to get the eighth seed to continue Greg Popovich. So
Yeah, dude, that I know I'm gonna feel like I really now I'm watching the Suns and I'm like, damn, they really want it. Like they're like it was like a tiny percentage or like a tiny like percentage of a chance they were gonna advance, and now they're like 7-0, and that was before the restart.
yeah. Do I saw they only had like a 5%
Yeah,
to qualify for the eighth seed, and the Spurs only had a 2%.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's crazy.
The Mavs are playing right now. They're playing Portland. That one's gonna be good.
Yeah, Portland has to win in order, so they could do the in-game
It's gonna
tournament,
be
right?
crazy. Yeah, they're up. I mean, it changes every second, but right now they're up by 4. Then you should pull it up. Can you pull it up?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to pull it
Yeah,
up.
we can just live stream the game.
Oh.
That'd be dope. I don't really have that on here, but I'm like, you know what? Fuck, it's a new thing. I just
Bro, I use this website.
he's a sketchy. Yeah, that's how you do it.
I use this website. Like, I found it on TikTok. Shout out to TikTok. But I was like, going on there, and like the Mavs were playing, and at that time, we had a Spectrum, so
Mhm.
we couldn't really watch any NBA games without buying the NBA
Like the
pass.
package, yeah.
Yeah, it's like 250,
Ooh.
but it includes everything, behind the scenes and stuff like that.
Mhm. Those are always stuff to behind the scenes, because you get to see that the players are still humans. They're like in there fucking around, like dancing, listening to music,
Yeah.
etc.
And it's crazy that the upcoming talent, they're like around our age, like 19, 20,
Yeah.
21, and it's crazy that they're playing in the big stage.
It's crazy to see that, even though it always happens.
Yeah, I mean Zion, 19 years old,
He's literally our age. Like, fuck, man.
and he's I mean, in my opinion, he doesn't deserve to run for rookie of the year, because he.
No, I don't think he's not, but he's still like he's still definitely up there. He had a crazy season once he came back from that injury.
Yeah, I mean, he still has a lot of weight to lose, because
Yeah.
a guy.
I mean, he's just naturally a big kid.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give him that, dude. Kids got talent,
Shit,
Gotta-
yeah.
Show respect when respect is due, But yeah,
That kid can move.
yeah,
He's like what, 6'7",
yeah, 6, yeah, around there.
but he's like close to 300, but not quite. Or no, he's not that big.
When I saw, he was like 250.
Mm.
And like that's when I think they were playing Kentucky, and that's when he blew his shoe off.
Yeah.
And
That was God.
I read that Nike lost, like, their stock went down because of that.
Yeah, because they're supposed to support like that force, like the force of, because one thing is 250 pounds in fat, the other thing is 250 pounds in muscle.
I mean, yeah.
You don't compare those two.
I mean, I think they weren't expecting it because there's guys like LeBron James, Kevin Durant, who have shoes that are like able to. Sorry, the game just popped up.
Oh shit!
The game just popped up. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, they have players like that, who play like who average like 36 minutes per game. They jump, do a lot for their team and stuff like that. So yeah.
It's definitely a lot of exercise. Like it's a difficult sport.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks easy because just like really you're shooting a ball through a hoop. But have you actually tried to shoot a ball through a hoop? And then I remember this, like I was talking to my brother once about it. Like obviously you can go to the gym, like to the rec center or whatever, and like you're gonna find some pretty sick dudes, like the guys that know how to ball.
Yeah, I mean.
But it's like people that either went to like Division 2, Division 3 college, or didn't even play at their high school. And just like completely different level. Like once you go from that to like a Division 1 college, like Duke or Kentucky, one of those like big schools.
Yeah, I mean.
And then it's an even like it's just a completely different level. Like when you go from there to the NBA.
I mean,
it's just an alien level.
I mean, you gotta give props like Kobe and LeBron. As they entered after high school, and then how basically how LeBron took over the Cavs and made it his team. Averaging like 25 points per game as a rookie. Dude, that's like crazy. And now he's year 17, still dominating the league. Yeah, I mean, he's a beast.
He's just I don't know. He's like borderline superhuman.
Yeah.
Basically, like the man's huge.
Dude.
He's 35, isn't he?
Yeah, he's 35. I say I give him.
He's still in his prime.
Yeah, basically, I give him like 7 more years left in him if he keeps
Do you think he'll play with Bronny, with his son?
In my opinion, I feel like he'll play with Bronny his rookie year, or against them. When Bronny's a rookie, but then after that,
he's gonna retire.
Arguably, in my opinion, maybe the top scorer of the league, and like.
Do you think he'll reach Kareem?
Yeah, in my opinion, yeah, he's not that far, isn't he? Like 2,000 or.
It's like 3,000 or 4,000, something like that.
Yeah, but
he's still in his prime almost. Year 17.
Yeah, if you think about it, he scores like roughly like 30 points per game. I mean, that should be like no easy for him. Like since they could score like if he could score like 1,000 points a season and stuff like that.
Yeah. That's gonna be crazy though. Once his son joins the league.
Yeah, dude.
That's also a big kid. He's like 14, but he's already like 6'2".
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, I've been seeing on Instagram, how they make fun of him because how LeBron, the Dwayne Wade's son, came out, gay, and like I've been seeing, I bet you're out here clapping Zaire's, cheeks and stuff
that's
like
fucked,
that.
Man. People are fucked.
I mean, I get it. It's just to be funny, but
No, that's still fucked though, cause you tend to forget that they're still teenagers, like they're still in high school.
And yeah, and also like they're like their parents are really close, basically like family.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, cause they've been around. Like they were in the same draft class, weren't they?
Yeah.
And then like LeBron and Dwayne Wade, they were in 03.
Oh yeah, 03. Yeah. Yeah. Good. It was good seeing them, win a championship for Miami. 2, right? It was 2.
They won. I'm trying to remember because their first year was 2011.
Yeah,
when they joined, they lost to the Mavs. The next year they beat
the Spurs.
or they beat Thunder, I
Oh
think.
yeah, they beat the Thunder.
And then they split against the Spurs. 'Cause I think they won against the Spurs once, and then the
Yeah,
next year the
yeah,
Spurs won.
crazy.
And then 2015, they're like, nope, going back to Cleveland.
In 2016, the greatest comeback of all time. You know, coming back from a 3-1.
2016 was just a crazy ass year.
Yeah, dude.
Like just in general, really.
Yeah, it was. What was I doing in 2016?
High school.
Oh yeah, I was probably in high school. You know, for focusing more on soccer than any other sport. Cause
You played, right? You played in Turner.
yeah, I played for Turner for like 3 years. And my senior year, I got like into like a depression, cause something happened. But dude, like the more I think about it, growing up is like that was really dumb of me, cause starting to eat a lot, not caring about working out.
Yeah.
It's like the dumbest thing I ever did.
Yeah, it happens. Especially like when you get all that pressure thrown on you as an 17, 18-year-old kid, like you actually have your life figured out. Like you're like, no, I don't. I don't know shit. You
Yeah,
haven't like you've lived in a structured like way of life,
yeah,
like in your first 18 years. So they expect you to like you have to know what you want to do. Like no, you don't. You don't know shit at 18.
yeah. I mean, my parents are like that. They tend to like oh, what are you gonna do now? They forcefully try to push me into doing something. Like reacting quick. Then later on I regretted doing it.
Mm.
But yeah, I mean, it's just way of life. There's ups and downs.
Yeah, there are. It's just I just feel like, cause I know in Europe it's a little bit more open to have like that gap year, like 1 or 2 years you take off of school, you go like fuck around, travel, etc.
Yeah,
That's really where you learn. That's where you find yourself. You're like, oh, okay, I want to try this, and then if you like it, then all right, let's go for it. If not, then you learn. You're like, all right, I didn't like doing this. We'll move on. See what's next.
yeah. I
There's
mean,
so much out there.
it is like I don't. How can I say this? In my opinion, I feel like when I was at a young, like probably around 16, 17, I went through something, you know, uh, screw. I'm gonna just say, at that time I could have been like a teen, teen parent.
Really.
Yeah, like that's why I didn't do soccer for my senior year,
Mm.
and like I feel like because of that like mature, like well that molded me to becoming more mature. Like like oh it's not it's like there's times to like enjoy life, but there's times like
Mm.
you have to get down to business and stuff like that.
I know this is kind of personal note. Did it happen or was it just a scare?
It happened.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, like in my opinion, like at first, it was my first time,
yeah.
yeah, it tends to happen.
Uh-huh.
I was like, maybe it's scarier than like a month passed, 2 months passed. I was like, wait,
Like no, that stomach's growing.
yeah, it's like it doesn't make sense, and like, yeah,
Damn, I didn't know that.
yeah. I mean, not a lot of people know about them. Like,
Well, too late.
I mean, yeah, it's too late. People try to read me, like oh, what type of guy he is, but I'm more of a keep things to myself,
Mm-hmm.
and rarely tell people, I'm doing this, doing that, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Damn, I didn't even know that. So that happened your senior year.
yeah, basically. Then like 2 years prior to that, my brother passed away.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I mean, it affected me, but like the thing is like the thing is that he was in Salvador like for his majority of his life, and I was here.
Oh, I see. So you weren't that close to him. You didn't have like, he was your brother, so obviously like you felt it, but you didn't have like that bond where you go to his room every
Yeah.
year like annoying or
Yeah, like exactly. The month like during summertime I would go to Salvador.
Mm.
I'll go hang out with him. Usually like no, like you can't come with me because I'm going with my friends and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean it's life.
Are you
know.
from over there? Cause I know that you have like Salvadorian background. Are you from over there? Or?
Nah, dude, I was born here,
Oh, you're
so
born here.
yeah.
So you don't know shit over there.
I mean,
Well, you visit.
I visit, but at the same time, every time I go, things change like completely.
What do you mean by that?
Like so last year, well, yeah, last during the winter break, I went for 2 weeks, to spend Christmas. When I went, dude, the airport was completely different. People were like, like compared to the first time I went, people had like Blackberries, and I had an iPhone 5.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
What do you mean by the different?
I don't know, like the cultural change. Like back then he was like, oh, you wanna go like do the like it was like it was more like hard work labor, like in Salvador. Now it's like oh, I have a trust fund and people from like the U.S. like they could pay, like they're sending me money, so I could live life like like just chilling life. But in reality, it's a third world country.
Yeah, so it's.
They're in poverty and stuff like that. But yeah.
What do you say changed for the better? Is that what you're trying to say, or
Uh,
how would you say that? Okay, you're saying like they're getting money from like people that come over here, like the immigrants, like that. Like I know a lot of people that do that. Like they'll send money to like Mexico or El Salvador or wherever they're from.
uh, I mean, in my opinion, yeah. Cause I really don't keep up, with their government stuff or anything. But I know my parents do, and like they're saying that the new president, I think Bukele or something like that. He's changing everything up. He's making into like more like stricter government. Not like strict, but like he's making changes that are actually helping out the country and stuff like that. So yeah, I guess
That's
yeah.
good. I notice so much shit that goes down. I don't keep up, but I notice always like shit going on in those countries.
I mean, I don't even keep up with stuff over there, dude. Like I have cousins. They text me, but I legit don't like reply back like a week later or like maybe a month later, because
Yeah.
I'm over here, studying
Like you're
or
over here living your life.
yeah, studying or doing something else. But yeah.
So do you go to school?
Uh, the funny thing is, I'm thinking of dropping out because of the, you know, my parents, might give me they're gonna give me their business and stuff like that. And like,
really?
I know how their operations work, like their purchase orders and invoices and stuff like that, and like when I was going to school, so like, yeah, Brookhaven, the community college, uh, I would do that. Then I would get home. Then I have to worry about that. It really didn't give me like too much time to focus on schoolwork or anything like that. So yeah.
You were always focused on like the business, for example, or just anything but school.
Yeah, basically, I'm thinking of just going and taking like 2 classes, like like computer engineering or something like that, because I'm kind of interested in computer engineering.
Is that what you're studying?
Yeah, like coding and stuff like that.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I need to talk to you about that after.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down to keep talking about that.
Yeah. No, I just mean like off the set.
Yeah, yeah. I understand. Yeah, and
Yeah.
like also like my parents are religious, so I go to church with them. Not like for I can't say like I'm a full on like I say I'm Christian, but I know I do stuff that I shouldn't do.
Yeah.
Like I don't consider myself like a full disciplined Christian or anything.
You're not that much of a practicing one, but you still have faith.
Yeah, I still have my beliefs and stuff like that. But I mean, at my church, I'm like basically the sound engineer guy.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, they gave me that position like 7 years. They're like, hey, how much do you know about computers? I was like, I know like a decent amount. It's like, I just know how to use PowerPoint at that time. Like, do you want to do that and help out with the sound? And I was like, yeah, I could give it a try. And like 5 years later, the guy, yeah, most recently now I've been been given the full charge because the guy, I was like, I was his apprentice. I was just watching him do work. Now he left, so now it's me just just alone. adjusting the audio, making sure it's good for people that come, and yeah,
That's dope. So like the main like sound guy.
yeah, basically. So you could say I have experience, for like lives. It's like live shows and stuff like that. But it's
Mm.
just a little church with like
Oh, that's why you asked me that about like how I mix my stuff or whatever. I'm
yeah
like,
what
no,
type of what type of mixer you're using or stuff like that.
I'm like no,
Yeah,
I honestly don't know shit. Like
yeah,
I just, it's kind of the fun thing about it. I just like press record.
yeah. I
Really.
mean, since now with the pandemic and stuff like that, there's another guy, but he focuses more on like actual like recording, like so like when Bad Bunny's in town or something like that, he's
Mm.
been in those concerts recording, making sure the
Really?
audio for the YouTube videos are good and stuff like that. I've been learning some stuff out of him. Keep growing
Yeah.
from it.
That's sound engineering, right? All of that.
Yeah,
That's dope.
yeah. I was thinking of taking a course, but it's $500 for 12 weeks. I was like, I
You could
don't know.
probably find it online somewhere.
Yeah, I could go to what's that website? Skillshare. Probably find it on there. It's like $25.
Damn, they need to sponsor me.
I know. Yeah, I
Like
mean,
Skillshare, if you're listening to this,
yeah. Hit up Jordan. Hit him up. He needs that money.
yeah, for sure. I try. I don't know. I try it because it's weird because nowadays like streaming like the way it works, and it was a quote that I read about. It was saying that it's easier to make money now, but it's more difficult to make a lot of money, like making music or videos, for example.
Yeah,
And it's kind of weird.
I understand that because with this, this youth growing up, like people tend to look at YouTubers like, oh, I want to be a YouTuber, or I want to be, I want to play video games or something like that. Like I want to be a Twitch streamer or something like that.
Hmm.
And it's crazy, like
It's a weird job for sure, especially like this, cause now that I've been releasing a lot more episodes lately, like and now I see like the grind side of it. Cause usually I just like fucked around, but like this one I was like, you know what? I'm gonna like set up my goals and I'm gonna be more organized about it. And like once I started to do that, I saw how much more productive I've been.
yeah. I mean, people think doing stuff like this is easy, but in reality, it takes like
It's a
a lot.
lot of work, man.
Takes a lot of work and dedication. Setting a goal.
It's so much, dude. Especially like, cause I was in AMAT and all of that, so I have like experience in the past, like editing videos and like doing all that sort of stuff. It's a lot of work. Like filming's a fun part. 'Cause that's when you like go around talking to people, do whatever challenge you're working on that video. Like it's basically all the fun you have.
Yeah.
'Cause like you get back and then it's just hours and hours and hours on end, like getting it back together and like editing it and like getting it ready for YouTube or whatever it's going on.
Yeah. Oh, I edited two videos, and I remember that I legit each video I edited. It was, I mean, it wasn't for me. It was for the church. I legit took like 10 to 8 hours just to make a 6 minute video.
Yeah.
And like the work it goes through it.
Not only that, but it's a film because you have to film. Because like obviously, whenever you study film, they teach you that I forgot the exact number, but it's like a number they give you. It's like film 3 times more than you think you're gonna need.
Yeah.
So like for example, if you're gonna make a 5 minute video, you're gonna need at least 15 minutes of footage. Or I know it's way more, cause I did way more.
Yeah. I mean,
Like if I were gonna make a 7 minute video, it'd be at least an hour of film.
yeah. I mean, yeah. Basically,
Just like chop it down all the way until you find that.
make sure everything's smooth. Yeah, I feel you.
And it's really the same thing in music.
Oh yeah, music, dude. I've seen, I've seen, producers, make the beat, but the thing is that, they have to have a vision first, what they want,
Mm-hmm.
and they have to go in.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah. like they have to go into it, you know, chop up samples, you know, get samples, hear this, hear that, you know, lower, you know, like, you know, oh, I don't want this on it, I don't want drums, and yeah, it's a process.
So much that goes into it. It's, cause
It's
I was in band like all of middle school and all of high school. It's
yeah,
like even then like live performances.
yeah, I remember you in the field, right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I remember I would see you, you know, going walking into band. I would go to orchestra. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad I got out of orchestra. Honestly, I
Actually, you weren't in it in high school, right? At all.
no, I after high school, I was like, you know, I'm done
Like,
playing this. You
yeah,
know,
it's not for everyone,
no,
but
I'm not,
it's definitely it's really cool to learn an instrument just because music has this effect on you.
yeah. I mean, if you were to tell me, where would you prefer music over, you know, TV, like television? I'll probably say I'll take music over television because you
Mm-hmm.
know, music. There's like a whole bunch. Like there's a whole bunch of genres. Like you could go to from like hip hop, rap to like you know country or jazz or
No,
something
it's
like
not
that.
only that. I'm just talking about like the sounds in general. Like
Oh
you can go to a foreign country and like you don't know the lyrics or what they're saying, but you still feel it.
yeah, I
Like
mean
you can tell like it. You know when a song feels a lot more upbeat. Like you'll recognize it. You'll
yeah,
recognize the sound. You don't know what they're saying, but you feel it.
yeah. I mean I don't know if you've seen this, but the majority of you know when you go to clubs or stuff like that, they tend to like you know some areas they play like Spanish music. You know, you see people that don't know nothing about Spanish music, like know the lyrics, but you know they're just vibing to it.
Dude, you'd be surprised. Like you'd be surprised that reggaeton they play literally everywhere.
Yeah,
Like it's all over,
I mean,
everywhere.
what I've heard, you've been to Europe, right? And I'm imagine you
To
know
where?
Europe, like you know, like France, right? Or no?
Yeah. That's where I was.
Yeah,
France. I've been to a few countries there. I definitely want to travel more.
same here, dude. One place I want to go to is Belgium. I don't know why. I just want to go to Belgium.
Belgium's dope though.
Yeah.
They they. I'm trying to figure out how they call it, cause really no one goes to Belgium, but they're the ones that make all the cool shit. Like they have the best beer.
Yeah,
Like the waffles are actually like a Belgian like delicacy. Like their fries are amazing.
yeah.
Belgian fries are amazing.
I know Belgium's known as the capital of waffles.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
fucking good.
I mean, I want to try one. You know,
They're
talking.
fucking good.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
Yeah. I know you follow a lot of soccer and like they're like soccer. They're like a crazy country. They go crazy over it.
Yeah. Now, I don't tend to follow soccer as much as I did it since you know I was in high school. Cause I remember high school, you know, we used to argue about you know Barcelona or Madrid, Real Madrid, you know, like little kids, you know, who's better, who's that.
Like Bayern, bro.
Yeah.
That was me. That's my lamp. Fuck yeah, bro.
I mean, I remember with me and my group of friends I had, like every time there was a classic or something like that,
Mhm.
and whoever lost, you know, we'd come back, you know, like salty, you know, like ready, you know, talk smack about, you know, how the ref did this, the ref did that, you know,
Like
yeah.
Ronaldo ain't shit.
Yeah, basically, and it's like, you know, at the end of the day, it's like, at the end of the day, everyone goes through that phase. Like, you know, they have their opinions, you know, and their opinion is the only thing that's right and stuff like that. But, you know, it's just a sport, you know.
Mhm. But you love basketball so much.
Yeah, I mean, mm, I don't really have a lot of basketball friends, you know, be like, oh, did you see this game? You know, did you see?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just keep it to myself, you know, I'm just like, that's crazy.
It's kind of the way I am with hockey. It sucks 'cause not that many people here know about it.
Oh yeah, I've been seeing your stories, you know,
Mhm.
when they,
Yeah, I'm always at the games and shit. It's dope.
yeah, dude. Uh,
It's
I've been getting into like other sports too, cause you know the pandemic. You know,
what else have you been watching?
oh, I've been watching UFC.
Oh, have you?
What do you mean?
No, like have you?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, it's cause it started off on Facebook, cause you know when you know they announced the lockdown in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I would get on Facebook, you know, just to look at the mom memes, and like UFC would pop up
Who's
there.
been fighting? I
Oh,
know there was a fight recently, but
yeah, it was George Masvidal versus I know it was for the championship, but the guy's name like legit leaves my mind.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's crazy, you
Did
know.
Mouse went off one?
No, he lost.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see the fight because I wasn't home.
Mm-hmm.
But like what I saw, like, you know, the match recaps, you know, he was getting stomped every single time they would hug or in general. But yeah,
Fighting's a crazy sport, man.
dude, I don't know, you know.
Just cause I remember. No, I have a friend actually that's a professional boxer. He's like our age. I actually had him on the podcast.
Damn, for real?
Yeah, yeah. Like he had his debut like last November or something. But he's a good kid.
Bro, that's crazy.
I haven't talked to him in a while, but it's just the amount or like just the way the body has to be
I know,
to
dude.
like absorb those blows. Like you give me like a decent hit to the stomach, I'm like, hold up, I'm out of air. Like
Yeah,
I
it's
gotta breathe. Like the face, I can probably take a few after that. I'm gonna be lightheaded. But they like live off of that, literally. Like
yeah,
they get paid to beat people up and like take punches back.
it's like some of them do it like for, you know, 10, 15 years, like every
Yeah,
single year. They do it for like 3 years. They fight like sometimes 3 to 4 fights a year. They take blows to the face. And,
that's a crazy one.
dude, I know, it's like their endurance, you know, the
Like
will.
to get your body to do that.
Dude, that's tough. Like that must require a lot of mental.
Just everything, man. Just I
Yeah,
don't know. Like props to them.
yeah, cause I know, like, like you probably stub your toe. You're like, oh, I feel the pain, but you know, for them, you know, it's like, you know, oh, I stubbed my toe. It's nothing,
No.
maybe, but yeah,
It's similar to hockey, really. But except they're wearing a bunch of pads and stuff and they're skating around, so whenever they hit the wall or like they hit the glass, they won't feel it as much.
yeah,
But even then, like it's that thing's a little rock, and you take that like 100 miles an hour at the face.
yeah, dude, it's
Like,
crazy.
that's why they're all missing teeth.
Oh yeah, yeah,
That's kind of the stereotype that's very true about them.
yeah. I heard that I heard in one of your podcasts, you know, episodes. I don't know, I don't remember who. You know, you guys were talking about it. You know, when they fight, you know, they just fight. No one intervenes. And it's
Yeah.
just unless, you know, the helmets come off and, you know, they start going at it or something like that.
No,
But yeah,
really, it's kind of like an unwritten rule almost when it comes to fights. Cause really, that's what I like about them. That's what a lot of people like about them is that whenever there's like, of course, with any other sport, there's certain ways you have to hit a player or like check a player or something.
yeah,
Like you can tell when in any sport in general, you can tell when it's a dirty tackle or when
yeah.
it's a dirty hit.
Or when there's bad intentions to it too.
Yeah, like you can tell like, no, this wasn't right. And then that's the cool thing about hockey is that you're not gonna get away with it. Like if you hit a guy, excuse me, like if you hit a guy like the wrong way and you can tell it was really dirty, like it's kind of a way like you're not gonna get away with that. Like we're gonna back up our teammate.
Yeah, I mean, some I know that some players, you know, take it like, you know, they're calm, you know, they've been through it, but
Mm.
you know, once you reach a certain point, you lose it, you know, you just start going off, unfocus off the game, you know, start throwing punches,
Mm.
cheap shots,
Yeah,
as we say
those.
it.
Yeah, that's what it is, and it's kind of like the thing with it. Like I think I remember now, like the conversation I had. I don't remember like the episode, but I remember the conversation I had, and we were saying how whenever like it feels a lot better when you confront a person face to face.
Yeah.
Like say you've been having problems with him like all game for whatever reason. Like whenever you go face to face, it kind of like relieves it, and like you can continue back in the sport. And that's the good thing about hockey is that it gives you that opportunity to like, all right, I'm done with you. I need to throw punches. I mean, really, like it really clears your head. Like you got that out of the way. Like, all right, I beat this guy's ass up. Like now I can focus back on the game. And it's like kind of what they do. Like obviously their fights are somewhat fixed in terms of like when both of the guys like take their gloves off, that's when it's like, all right, we gotta give them room. We gotta let them like do their thing. And kind of like the rule of thumb is like the first one that hits the ice, that's whenever they stop it.
Yeah.
That's when they like break off.
I
That's
mean,
like the good thing about it, cause it's like, all right, you face the guy like face to face. You gave him a few punches. You receive a few punches back. Like it's like, all right, now I can focus back on the game.
just let them fight. It's like, I feel like it's a everyday thing. If someone has problem with someone, like don't like hold things back. Telling other people. Just confront the guy and tell him, oh, I have issues with you about this,
Mm-hmm.
this, and that. I feel like that's how problems should be like handled now. Not like,
Yeah.
oh, don't come. Don't come to work this day because he's coming in. It's like, bro, just
And nowadays, like with social media and all of that, like like people are scared of just face to face interactions in general.
yeah. Yeah. Social media has been playing a big part, in our lives now. Because like if you have like issues with someone, just go to Twitter, post your feelings there.
Yeah, like oh yeah, so and so this he called me a bitch and whatever.
Yeah, and basically they just reply back, with something else. At the end of the day, that resolves nothing. It
Yeah.
just it just makes it looks like like little kids, basically
Mm.
arguing online. What's the point?
Yeah. Have you heard of that one village in Peru where it's like on Christmas Day or something like towards the end of the year? Like I think it's the 26th actually, like 26th of December. Like they'll have like a giant gathering, and like if you had problems with a year, like you'll go face to face, and like I don't even think they give you boxing gloves. You just like fist. You just like you just fight the other guy, and it's like everyone. Have you heard of that?
I think I must have heard like
I know.
glimpses.
Yeah, there was a documentary and everything on them. Like they go to the town, and then, like it's a whole week or it's actually like a whole week or a few days, whatever it is. I need to look it up again. But it's like it's a whole village. Like it's like a whole week of like preparations and stuff. Like people going out, people are training, cause they knew they're gonna fight someone, and it's everyone. It's like it's men fighting men, it's women fighting women, it's children fighting children. It's everyone. It's like, hey, bro, you got a problem with me? Like, we're gonna fight it out in front of the town.
Dude, it's
And
crazy.
that's what they do. And then like once the fights are done, they literally celebrate. Like they'll drink up, they'll have food, music, dancing. It's an actual event. I'm gonna look it up.
Dude, just having the image, seeing a guy fight a little kid because he didn't bring him the right
Nah, it's
drink.
not. It's not
No,
that
yeah, I
fucked
feel
up.
you. I feel you. But like people fighting over like, oh, he didn't pay me $50. They just square it out. But
Here, hang on. They call it takanakui. That what? Yeah, takanakui. It says it literally means to hit each other. Like that's the actual translation. It says takanakui is an annual established practice of fighting fellow community members held on the 25th of December by the inhabitants of Chumbiquilas province near Cusco, Peru. It's just a tiny town, Peru. And then it says the practice started in Santo Tomas, the capital of the place, and now has spread to other villages and cities, the prominent ones being Cusco and Lima. So they do it at the capital now. And the festival consists of dancing and of individuals fighting each other to settle old conflicts.
do you think when they're having the festival, they like they have segments, so right now we're gonna do dancing, but in an hour we're gonna do the
They'll
fights.
have the fights first, cause they like their idea is you get the fights out of the way, and then like you celebrate after. Here, look, I found some of the videos. Like if you're listening to this, you can just pull up like Peruvian village or like I don't even know. I don't think you can like.
I like how they have British people
Yeah, like, oh
announcing
yeah,
the
here's
news
some
too.
nuns that fighting each other. It was Sunday.
It reminds me of this on
Yeah,
YouTube.
I'm gonna look for a good fight. This is a little bitch one.
I remember on YouTube, I was like 2 days ago, I was scrolling through YouTube and my recommended this fight appeared on my feed. So it was like street fight. It was wheelchair versus wheelchair. I was like, what? And like, got my attention. Like, I was like, I got curious. I clicked on it. And like, basically, it's this guy. He was in jail for quite a while, like for 13 years. Then, like, he explained his story and everything. How, you know, in jail, if you have a problem with someone, fight it out. And like, don't bring those
Mm.
issues into like, you know, like, yeah, don't bring those issues in like with other people. And like, his YouTube channel was based up on, people having issues with each
Yeah.
other and just fighting it out. And then when the day's done, have each other's respect because they fought.
Yeah, they had a whole documentary on like the event. Yeah, that's kind of where they talk about it.
Dude, it's packed.
Yeah,
It gets
it's an
packed.
actual thing.
Yeah, dude.
She's trying to say that you feel good like after you fight, 'cause you get like the conflict out of the way.
It's crazy that they put like,
Yeah.
is that tape around them? Yeah,
Yeah, I think
that's
it's
tape.
tape. Yeah, they tape them up and stuff. Like it's for fact, it's real.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
And like the whole week prior to that, they're just training. Like you can see, like everyone on the street, they're just like training. They're with their coaches. They're like, it's like the dad preparing the son or whatever. Yeah, it's.
And they have a referee. Well, he's not like technically a referee. He's just a guy.
He just kind of there to make sure it
Yeah.
doesn't get out of hand.
Yeah, I mean, that's big ups.
Yeah.
I say that, if you have an issue with someone,
Yeah.
like don't fight it out. Don't fight it out, but like at least talk about it. But if it's like that big of a major, fight
They're
it.
definitely going at it here. That last one, they were exchanging some punches right there. And I'm not sure if you can pick it up on the audio, but it's like the little music going on in the background.
Dude, those are haymakers.
Yeah, they're going at it.
Yeah, those are haymakers, bro. That's crazy. In my opinion, they should put that in the U.S. too. Every
Shit,
city.
I'd be down. Fuck. Yeah, just look up Peru Christmas fights, and it'll show up. There's actually a Vice documentary from 8 years ago. It says it's called Fist Fighting in the Andes, and that's kind of what like it's a tradition.
It's crazy how the first thing that when you search up Peru Christmas, the first thing that pops up is fights.
Yeah, cause
Dude.
that's what they're known for.
Dude, that's crazy.
But it's like it's rare. It's very unique because it's in terms of like someone owes you money or you have a problem with someone throughout the year. It's like their way of saying like you want to go into the new year clean.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like you leave your problems in like the previous year, so like you fight it out.
yeah, I mean that's a nice tradition, to have. Like like
Mhm.
it's their culture. They have adopted it. Yeah, I mean it's a nice. When other countries have their own cultures. Stuff like that. But yeah,
It's a wild one, but shit.
it's crazy. It's crazy.
It's kind of laughing like shit. You don't believe me? Look it up.
Dude, it's like that. Dude,
And then you hear like the dancing going out in the background, like the music.
yeah, it's like they have the intro, intro walk music,
That'd be dope though.
Yeah, like actual,
Can you imagine they had that here? Like they had an event at the MGM Grand, and it's like random people going at it for like rounds, and it's just like one after the another. It's just like a full day.
Dude, I know the market value on that. Sky high, there's. I know
Yeah,
there's,
you can like pay him a few bucks and not like you'll have an entry fee, and that should be like reason why you're fighting or whatever it is. You pay an amount, and like shit, you have people place bets on it. Like, damn, look at this guy. Looks kind of shredded. It says that he works construction. Like, yeah, this guy's gonna beat his ass.
Yeah, dude. I mean, yeah, I mean that doesn't sound like a bad idea. You could eventually end up doing it, you know. But I doubt the U.S. Be like, nah, we don't allow that. You can't do that.
No,
It's not constitutional.
they'll figure it out in Vegas.
Oh yeah,
They're
maybe
like,
Vegas
oh.
for sure, dude. They're known for crazy
They're
stuff.
known for crazy. Have you ever been over there?
No, dude. I want to. It looks like fun.
Yeah, it's a unique city for sure, man.
Yeah.
I still need to go to Amsterdam because I want to compare it. Because Amsterdam's like the OG Sin City.
The red district, right?
That's where it started.
Oh, for real?
Because it was when the Protestant Revolution was going on. Like, whenever they're going against the Catholic. I need to read up more about the history behind it. But there's the whole thing when, like, whenever the Protestant Revolution was going on, they're just saying, like, fuck Catholics. We're going to do our own thing.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
that's what they started doing there. Like, smoke weed, hookers, drugs,
yeah. I know it's
gambling.
not. I know it's not safe there, but people
Yeah,
go.
yeah, it is.
Well, what I read, it was like,
No, they're BSing you. Fuck them.
for real?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's great. It's a great city. Like it. I've heard nothing but good. Like coming. Like not only that, but Dutch people are very very nice. Like they're great people.
Like the
So I don't-
Canadians.
They're not the level of the Canadians, so some worth. Like you have to go further up north. But even then, like they're dope as fuck.
Yeah, I mean,
Like shout out. I have a few people. I know a few people over there. So shout out to them. Like
Yeah,
they're
for real.
dope.
I mean, it's crazy, that one district, they allow anything, anything goes, prostitution, you could smoke weed, you could eat edibles or
I mean,
basically
it's
do
really
anything.
it's really all of Amsterdam.
Oh, for real? I thought it was just like that one
It's just-
specific area.
No, it's just like obviously they have that area like the red light district. That's what they're known for. But I know when it comes, I'm big on cannabis laws. If you haven't been able to tell already, but they have like this weird law where it's like technically it's illegal in the country and in the city, but they have like an exception, as in you can get a license to like sell it and have people smoke it on your property.
Oh,
So like you can be a store or like a cafe, and if you get that license, which is I'm guessing it's just BS. Like anyone can get it.
yeah.
Like you just set up a shop and you have people smoke there.
I've heard from like other like podcasts, people that have been to Amsterdam. It's like I've heard like technically it's not a cannabis store,
Mhm.
but it's called like they make it to a coffee shop, but it's nothing but it's it's not even a coffee shop. It's just like just like edibles, and like
Yeah.
in one corner they have like a coffee machine, and yeah, when you go in and be like, oh, can I get some coffee, people just look at you weird because it's like,
You know your ass is going for coffee. Yeah, that's kind of the thing. Like technically they're not supposed to market it as like you can buy weed here,
yeah.
but they can offer it. Something like that. It's very weird, but everyone does it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I know, cause Amsterdam's like a bunch of canals. Like that's literally how the city was made, like off of canals, cause it's right on the North Sea. Like there's some river that feeds into the ocean that goes through there. And then
Yeah.
of course like everyone does like the touristy thing, like the bikes, the boat tours. There's a company over there. I can't remember the name of it, but they'll offer boat tours, and you can like they'll let you smoke weed on it.
So that's,
And if you don't have your own weed, you can buy some from them.
I mean, yeah.
And you're just like chilling. You're literally smoking on the boat, and like they're giving you a tour of the city. Like,
Yeah. I mean,
I'm against tours, but that's a tour I'd take.
who wouldn't, being allowed, hit a joint, while going through the city, through the rivers or the canals. But yeah, I mean, sounds like fun.
They call it the smoke boat.
Smoke boat?
It has 5 stars, 5-star rating on TripAdvisor, and has 142 reviews.
Dude, that's a for sure. If it has a 5
That's-
stars, for sure.
Here, I'm gonna look. Smoke boat Amsterdam. It says.
Well, they're closed.
Well, yeah, because it's like they're 7 hours ahead of us. So it's like you can't do math. It's 7. So it's like 2 a.m. over there. I just totally BS that and I don't even know. Is it illegal to smoke on a boat? No, that's talking about the U.S. I'm trying to read the description of it. Or I'm trying to look for it. That's
They even have an Instagram for it.
hell
It's
yeah, they do. I'd have an Instagram for that.
the original first smoke boat in the world. Check the agenda on our website and give us a call. Dude, that's by
It, no, sorry. Go ahead.
by looking at their feed, dude, it looks like people enjoy it.
Yeah, no. All right, it has a 4.7 rating or stars on Google out of 815 reviews. There's probably like one asshole that gave him 0 stars.
You know, he's probably against weed and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But you know,
so
but he
that
enjoyed the tour.
it was that one asshole that gave him 0 stars. So that's why it went down to 4.7.
Yeah, dude, they even have merch.
Yeah,
Dude, that's crazy.
I would do that shit. Are you on their Instagram? I'm gonna look
Yeah,
for it.
I'm looking at it right now. It's smokeboat_Amsterdam. You know, if you want to give them a
Smoke
follow.
boat. Fuck, I can't even smell. I just realized I spelled smoke wrong. Like, fuck, why isn't pulling up? Like, oh, damn, that's why I can't even spell right. Oh,
Dude.
there it is.
Dude, are those little? They have a post with little kids. I don't know if it's real or not, but they got kids making blunts.
I wouldn't be surprised. How far down it? Oh, oh. Holland, we learned 2 things at a young age. One
Yeah.
of them is riding the bicycle. I mean, they're not wrong about that.
And the other one's learning how to make a blunt.
Well, they can't say that, but I know. You can also do bike tours.
Oh, for like
Oh yeah, obviously, like they offer bike tours in a lot of cities, but I think in Amsterdam, like they'll have one where you'll smoke before or something like that, and they'll
Uh-huh.
take you out like on a bike while you're stoned.
Dude, that must be the greatest feeling of all time, right there.
Yeah, riding a bike high, it's pretty dope.
I mean, I've never done it, but I've had an edible in high
Mhm.
school. But I only had the half of one because I gave my friend the other. Like, well, he gave me the half because he didn't want to eat the whole thing.
Mhm.
I took it like after lunch, so after fourth. I took it. Then during sixth period, I was like,
That's when it hit
I
you.
was bugging out. I was like, yo, what's going on?
Is that like your first experience
Oh yeah, it was
with an edible or just in general?
It was an edible.
No, but I'm saying like, was
Oh,
it your first
yeah,
experience?
like in general with
Ooh, that's a tough one.
yeah.
Edibles, I try to stay away from edibles. Like I'll enjoy them, but just 'cause I get cocky.
Yeah.
So like I'll eat like half of whatever. And like this ain't doing shit. Like 30 minutes later, I'm like this ain't doing shit. And like I'll just eat the other half. And like 10 minutes later, I'm just regretting everything.
Yeah, that's when
I haven't thrown up, but I'm still like, no, I just regretting life decisions.
like I would do it again, but if I'm with a group of friends, hanging out,
Mhm.
that's when I would do it. Like what's your opinion about schools telling you drugs are bad and stuff like that?
It's
Uh.
it's all BS.
Dude, in my opinion, yeah.
It's all BS, man. You're really gonna have me talking about drugs on my podcast, which is basically what I do like every episode.
No, but oh wait, I mean I'm not trying to in my opinion like the school telling you like don't do this, don't do that, because drugs are bad for you. In my opinion, schools should teach you like oh, so this is how this drug works. How like makes you feel, like this is where you go to get testing kits to make sure your drug's actually a drug. It doesn't have anything else in it.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
people that's the one negative thing about like having it illegal here, 'cause you really don't know what you're getting.
Yeah, I mean, I know a friend. Now he bought LSD, but they laced it, and he had one of the worst trips of all time.
Damn.
Like he was like, I mean, this is what I heard. I can't say, I was there, but this is what I heard from my friend. He's saying like he took it and he was like going nuts. Like, they went to a concert. He took it there, coming back. He was like tripping, like, like he was screaming, like, what are we doing? Do we just like, yeah, he just had a bad trip in general.
That's
Yeah.
a tough one. Psychedelics is one of my, I wouldn't say expertise, but I know a thing or two about them. They get a terrible rep.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. Like if what I heard, if you have a good mind going to it, like
Yeah,
you have a good
that's
trip. But if you
that's a
don't,
very that's the very first thing like I learned. Like that was years ago before I got into them. Like they were saying like first things first, you have to have a good mindset. Like you have to open up. 'Cause that's really what they do. 'Cause it's like that's why they call it the ego death. 'Cause whenever you take them, it just takes you to a place that's so big. It's just so overwhelming. That way you come back, you just feel better.
yeah,
Like you're just a more loving person when you come back from it, and it's crazy how it's illegal, but it does so much. Like it really, really benefits you. Like
yeah,
it has a lot more benefits than than it does bad harm for you. Obviously, you have to take it with extreme caution. Like they can be very dangerous, but so is any other drug. So is
yeah,
Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola actually kills you.
yeah. I
That's
mean,
one thing. Cause really, really, they classify it. They classify psychedelics as class one narcotics, which means they're extremely addictive. Which I'll get there in a second. And they're deadly. Like first of all, they don't have like there isn't a deadly dose.
yeah,
Like if you have too much LSD or if you have too much shrooms, like you're gonna get really fucked up. You're not gonna die. Like
yeah,
you literally won't die. It's an inhumane amount
yeah.
that it takes to kill you.
I know, like for LSD, like once you take a certain amount, your body like adapts to it. Then like you have to
Mm.
take a stronger amount to keep like to feel the trip and stuff like that. I mean, that's what I know from LSD. I want to try it, but
I definitely should. Definitely try it.
yeah. I mean,
I
I was going to, but I backed out last minute because we had a game. I was leaving the country, so like when my friend got it for me,
mm,
I was already out of town.
mm,
And I was like, yeah,
it's definitely definitely feel that everyone should try it at least once in their lives.
yeah,
It's a great experience. Obviously, like if you want to try it, like you're saying right now, like this is me talking to you, and
yeah,
not like in general. If like definitely do your research first. Like know what you, cause it is like at the end of the day, it's still something that it can be very dangerous.
yeah,
So you have to have a really good mindset going into it. You have to accept it. And then one small thing that I try to tell people is that you want to have a goal for your trip.
yeah,
What I mean by that is like say say you have an exam coming up and then there's a certain topic you want to get to, so definitely like you can have that kind of goal like all right, I want to think about this topic more or something like that. Or not even that, just like I want to work on this, or I want to get back in shape, or I'm trying to stop drinking this, or I'm trying to fix my relationship with so and so.
yeah,
Like those type of goals. And it's good to have just because what it does is it takes you to your conscience. Like it takes you to or not really like your subconscious. So that's why they say that have a good mindset going into
yeah,
it, because it'll take you in there. So if you're having a bad thought, it'll take it out. Like during your trip, it'll just take it out and like, cause it exposes you.
yeah. I mean, you kind of you showed me like a different point of view, like
Mhm.
of like like the heck? Like what it does, what I've heard, people just trip, like they could be looking at a guitar and the guitar like
Oh yeah.
yeah, yeah, but you made me with you saying that it just made me like look at it a different view, like
Mhm.
it's just not
Oh yeah. I
just
mean,
have a good
definitely.
view.
I mean, definitely. You're gonna fuck around, like sit down and like see random shit. But
Yeah,
I'm just saying what I got of it. I got from it, because it really does a lot of, like, it really benefits you. Like, there's stories of people that it's cured their trauma, it's cured PTSD, it's cleared cured their insomnia. Like, it really cures all sorts of stuff.
I
Like,
mean,
it really helps you out. There's people that they'll eat a shroom, and like they come back from it. I'm like, you know what? I'm done with cigarettes.
yeah, I mean, I never knew, like,
Mhm.
that doing, those types, LSD, made you like, oh, I want to quit this, or I'm gonna get better at this. From, like, what I heard, he was like, just have a good time, but
Oh yeah, you definitely have a good time. Like,
yeah,
that's also another thing that I was gonna get to. That usually why people have bad trips is that they try to control it.
yeah,
Cause really, whenever you have that, it's all chemicals. Cause and that's another weird thing about why why are they illegal? Because your brain produces all of that for you. Like, all of those chemicals are already in your brain, especially like the DMT,
yeah,
which is a dimethyltryptamine. That's like the most potent drug. It's like the one. It's like a powder in a way. It's found in a plant. It's
yeah.
it's in the Amazon, but
What it?
it's like, no, this one I haven't tried it yet. But it's like a powder. You smoke it out of a pipe, like a crack pipe. So it's super sketchy.
The first thing that came into my mind was like a spoon and a
Nah,
needle.
it's
First thing
it's
that came into my mind, but
nah, it's super sketchy. But it would, like, you smoke it and it'll give you the most intense trip, but it's only 15 minutes.
yeah. I mean,
I don't know if you've heard of that one.
I might have, but I mean,
Yeah, but that's literally that's the one they say that's the life changing one.
yeah, I mean,
It just it's just the way that it exposes you to things.
I probably, I mean, yeah, I mean, drugs have a way
Mhm.
of making you look at life at a different
Yeah.
aspect and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
for sure. And like the weird thing is that, for example, DMT, your brain already produces it, and it's the reason why the trips are only 15 minutes long, because the brain literally knows what it is. So
Yeah,
it knows how to take in the chemical, and it knows how to digest it.
yeah,
So that's why it's gone 15 minutes. And then this is the one weird thing as well when it comes to shrooms. It's that in a way you feel like you already know where you are. It's really weird. Like, there's no way of explaining it without sounding crazy. You just have to try it. Like, once it takes you to the trip, it's so weird because it gives you like this feeling of like you're just like great. You're grateful for everything. Like, you see stuff like, damn, like, this is so cool. Like, this is the dopest tree I've ever seen.
yeah. It makes you acknowledge more stuff,
Yeah,
basically.
it
Yeah,
heightens your senses.
yeah,
That's what it does for sure. That's really why, like, they talk about microdosing, and I've tried it. Like, when I want to work on a project or something, it
yeah,
really helps. Because it heightens your senses, so you're more aware. You're more alert of what you're doing.
yeah. I feel you.
But, fuck, where was I getting?
I don't know, dude. I was,
We just started talking.
let's talk about the, what people are concerned about right now. TikTok. It might be getting banned. It might not.
Ah, that's a weird one. What do you think of that? I want to hear you first.
In my opinion, what I heard, Microsoft is thinking, buying out the company and have,
Hmm.
they're, them having it. At the same time, it's there's gonna at the end of the day, there's gonna be another platform just like that. It just end up blowing up again.
Cause it was really like the reincarnation of Vine.
Yeah,
It was like those like 10-second videos.
yeah, it went from Vine, Musically, or yeah,
Oh shit! I
Musically.
forgot about
It went from Musically then to TikTok.
I
As
forgot about that one.
yeah, that's yeah. I mean, at the end of the day,
See, this is a really sketchy thing about how they call it like spyware and all of that.
oh yeah,
Cause they don't your phone's microphone is on
yeah,
like 24/7. You don't realize it. Like there's, or even like if you have one of those like smart speak, like those home speakers,
Yeah.
that thing is on 24/7. Like what do you, it has to listen to, it has to listen for Alexa. Like when
Yeah.
you're like, hey Alexa, play this. How does it know that you were speaking to it? Because that should be programmed for it to every time you say Alexa, it answers you. So that means the time it's on, it has to be listening in the entire time so it can listen to Alexa.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy how everything works because like the government might deny, oh, we're not spying into you, but in reality
They
they are.
definitely
Yeah,
are.
they are.
That's really what the NSA is and the Patriot Act. Like it's literally out in the open. Like there's no denying that the government is like spying on us quite literally.
Like,
Like it's like that example whenever say you're talking about umbrellas. You're hanging out with your friend, you're talking about umbrellas. You get home, you go on Instagram, you're gonna find an ad about umbrellas.
yeah, it's crazy how.
Like everyone has had that experience.
Yeah, I had it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, yeah, it's crazy how everything is working. The government trying to hide things from us. Denying things and stuff like that. It's like when Mark Zuckerberg, when they confronted him, like, are you guys, sending data to the U.S. government? Like, is it like actually private information and stuff like that? And yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we're just getting spied on.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Right now they're probably hearing us. Like, damn,
Oh, they definitely are.
two kids, have no clue what they're talking about. But
Yeah, that's what they're thinking about the podcast. I mean, it's up everywhere.
yeah,
Damn, look at this kid talking about drugs again.
yeah, I mean, something.
Have you heard about like the Pentagon confirming UFOs or not confirming them, but saying that they exist?
What,
Have you seen that?
with the releasing of the videos, right?
Yeah.
The two of their fighter jet, following them and saying,
Yeah. You've heard about that. What do you
Yeah.
think of that?
I'm kind of iffy, dude. It's like,
What do you mean?
like, yeah, like, there could be aliens, but, the things that we've never seen them, or, how everything operates, like, how do they look, because, people said, like, there's been, people saying, oh, I've been with contact with aliens. They have, like, like, long fingers, like, just make him look out like E.T.
Mm-hmm.
But, who can you really trust, The government's hiding stuff from us.
No, but the fact that they released footage and they said that they recovered artifacts that were not made on this world.
I mean, yeah.
Cause there's definitely something out there.
Yeah, it's like if I'm not mistaken, what's it called? The Roswell.
Yeah, the Roswell
Yeah, the
landing. Yeah.
when they said it was a weather climate balloon that that was happening, but in reality it wasn't. When the commander officer came up, and it was like they made him say it was alien stuff, but then like a day later saying, oh, I was mistaken, it was just a weather balloon. Then 26 years later saying, oh, it wasn't weather balloon technology, it was material I've never seen before.
That's a crazy one though,
Yeah.
because the way I see it is that if aliens have, or if this being, whatever it is, if it has a technology and it has the concept of science and math well enough to where they can travel hundreds of thousands, if not millions light years to here, it means that like they know when they're being watched. So that way, like that's why you have like all these people like, oh yeah, I saw it, but I didn't get a good close enough look or whatever. Cause they obviously know their shit. If they traveled here from another galaxy or another star system, like they know their shit.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, government. I mean, yeah. At the end of the day, we're not the only beings out here.
We're not, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure there's aliens somewhere, or there's another planet, like light years away from us, living in the same, planet and stuff like that.
See, the reason I think the government denies is that, like, what can they do?
Like, what do you
Like,
mean?
if there's aliens already visiting Earth, what can the government do? Like, they literally have no control over it.
Oh yeah.
And it'd be impossible, because, like I said, if they have that technology to get here, and we're still, like, monkeys running around with nuclear bombs,
Dude, yeah.
like, they literally, they can't do anything to stop them. Like, if a UFO comes over the Capitol and says, we're controlling you, like, that's it. Like, the government can't do anything about it. They're not going to shoot the craft. First of all, the craft can probably travel at light speed and not fast. Well, it has to travel faster than light speed.
Yeah.
So they're not going to catch it.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, I mean that's. Dude.
And it's like those movies when, like, the giant, like, space thing that's 100, like, miles long or miles big, like, shows up over the city, and, like, the cops are pointing their guns at him. What's a bullet going to do to that thing?
Dude, it's.
Like, a thing that's traveled across, like, galaxies. What's a bullet gonna do?
Yeah, it's crazy to think, about thinking like these type of situations. Anytime, aliens be like, I'm tired of y'all. Screw y'all, fuck y'all. We're gonna take over. It's just crazy, thinking into that and stuff like that.
I mean, they could do that, but it's also, like, a bad way, or, like, it's a very pessimistic way to see it.
Yeah.
In terms of, like, I usually use ants as an example,
Yeah.
just 'cause, like, you don't go outside and just hang out with ants. So, like, people say, yeah, like, yeah, if the aliens are here, why don't they show themselves? And I'm like, well, if I'm an ant and, like, all my life I've dedicated to making this anthill better and, like, serving the queen, and then I see, like, this giant being, or I think I saw one, but I'm not, like, I don't know what it is. And, like, you as a human, you're not gonna go outside and, like, hang out with ants.
Yeah, dude. It's
So it's
crazy.
like, and really the ants are way, or if you think about it, the ants are probably way closer to us than, like, aliens, or, like, this intelligent being from millions of years in advance
Yeah.
technologically. Like, they're not gonna see us. Not even gonna see us like ants. They're gonna see us even dumber.
Bro, did you know that monkeys are in the Stone Age now? They know
Oh
how to they
yeah,
know they
oh
know
yeah,
how to
I've seen
make
that.
fire
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
It's crazy.
I'm sure it's been going on for a while.
I mean, it's crazy seeing that. How everything goes through stages. Seeing monkeys be able to make fires
That
now.
was that was a weird one.
Yeah,
I mean,
I read that there's a tribe of monkeys in Africa that go out killing other animals. Like
oh
just
yeah,
bare like it's
yeah, dude, yeah. Monkeys are fucked up. Like, apes, we're fucked up people. We just found out a way to create nuclear bombs and kill each other.
yeah.
But, like, we're still apes. Like, we're still running around, like, killing people, and that's exactly what monkeys do.
We're basically the test monkeys. Basically, we're like trying new things out. If it's like
That's
someone explodes, it's like, oh, we have
oh
that.
fuck. That's definitely a theory I heard. I don't buy it, but it's a theory that they have that we could be test subjects of some intelligent being. And the reason is that, like, whenever, like, going back into evolution, when the brain doubled in size in 2 million years, which is unprecedented.
Yeah.
And then it was kind of like, what started, like, what happened during those 2 million years? Like, why do we, because the theory is, or, like, around, like, 5 million years ago, more or less, there was, like, a global warming event. That was whenever the Sahara Because it all used to be a rainforest.
Yeah.
And then that was whenever everything started drying up, so the Sahara started turning to grassland
Yeah.
and eventually a desert. That's kind of when they think that that our our predecessors, that's when we started leaving the jungle.
Yeah.
Because that was when like everything was drying out, so we had to go out and like be nomadic. And that's kind of like, because technically we're apes. Apes are usually herbivores.
Yeah.
But they were also saying the reason we eat both were omnivores is because we had to adapt to killing animals because the rainforest was dying, and then you would see a cow outside. So I'm like, all right, we're gonna go kill the cow and eat it.
Yeah. Natural selection, you know. It's, dude, yeah, it's crazy how evolution works, you know, throughout history. It's like,
Because that was millions of years ago, or that's what they think.
yeah, it's it's just crazy.
And like when where that weird theory goes is that they they injected something in us, or they're just like doing science experiments. It's just some whack. It's just some like weird shit. They were doing something. They did something to the brain that doubled the size, and that's whenever we figured out how to make a fire, and like how to establish a community and like that sort of stuff,
Yeah.
and like move around in tribes. Until a few million years later, we figured out how to grow stuff, and that's when we started to settle down.
Yeah, do what I mean.
So they there is a theory that it was an intelligent being, and they've just been with us throughout history.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we do that. We do that to chimps. Like, we'll give them a paintbrush, or we'll give them something like, here, play with it. We're gonna see what happens.
Yeah.
Like, that's what we do.
We're just into, like, you know, knowing.
Like, we're just curious.
Yeah.
That's one thing about humans as well. We're curious.
Yeah, you can't deny, you know, we want to try something, you know, we're gonna get, like, let's test on this monkey, let's see if, you know, you would fight a rat or something, like, you know, we're just curious in general, like, yeah. You can't deny about, you know, us as human beings, we do like weird stuff or test weird stuff, but yeah.
So that's like that one thing. It was the intelligent beings. They were interacting with us throughout history. I don't buy it.
Yeah.
But it's just like something that's out there in the universe for people to like think about.
Yeah. Like, what's your talking about, like, you know, this? What's your opinion about the pyramids? You think humans made that or something like that?
It was definitely not slaves.
Yeah.
There's no way that slaves did that.
I know.
Just because, like, I haven't been, but I know a few friends that have been over to Egypt, and they just say like the size of one block, it weighs, like, it's the size of a truck.
I heard
at least.
I heard it
can
was
be
tons. Like,
yeah, it's tons. Like a small block is probably like the size of my truck.
Yeah.
I drive a Ram, for people that don't know. Like, it's a good sized truck, and those are the small blocks
And now
of the pyramids. But they can get like the ones towards the bottom. Those are big as like a semi truck, like those giant 18-wheelers.
Yeah.
At least. And they're solid rock.
Yeah, I want to go to Egypt and look at the Great Pyramid of Giza.
Yeah, it sounds fish, or it's how do you say it? Fuck.
I think I know where you're trying to go at.
What do you call that? I lost words.
Yeah, I lost my train of thought. But I mean,
you know what I mean though. It's like,
yeah,
it's like one of those that everyone wants to do. Like, yeah, I want to go to Paris. I want to see the Eiffel Tower. I want to go to London. I want to see the Big Ben. I want to see the Great Wall of China.
yeah.
It's one of those, but it's also dope as fuck because you don't know. Like, there are theories and there's all sorts of crazy shit. Like, but like shit, you don't. That's one that I'm not. I really don't have an answer to.
Yeah, it's like,
I'm sure humans made it. I'm not bought on that whole History Channel. The aliens came and built it.
it's like, it's weird because, you know, it aligns perfectly with Stonehenge.
It
Oh,
aligns with all sorts of stuff.
yeah, like supposed to be aligns with the center star of Ryan's bell or something like that.
I don't know about astrology at all.
I took astrology my
Oh, did you?
senior year, so yeah. I mean, it's something I'm into, like
Yeah.
space, space travel and stuff like that. Like like with Elon Musk, the Project X, right?
Or SpaceX.
Yeah, SpaceX, yeah. Oh, man, I was thinking about a movie.
Do you think you'll get to Mars?
Uh, yeah, in my opinion, yeah.
I'll
Like,
get there.
but I say not now though.
He tested a rocket like last week, and it looked like a silo, like one of those you see like at Barnes. That's what it looked like.
Yeah, I mean, I say we'll eventually get there, but not like in our lifetime. I say like within 100 more years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe.
No, I definitely see it sooner.
You see it sooner?
I see it way sooner. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, dude. I see it within 100 years, but
It's just because the way technology is. It's been growing exponentially.
yeah. I mean,
Like you see in the 1800s, there's like you had the first industrial revolution. Like in that period of time, that's whenever like steel started to become a thing. That's when like the first skyscrapers started growing. Like that's like the late 1800s when the first skyscrapers started. And then you look at the 1900s, and that was way way faster because that's when we figured out how to make airplanes within that they started developing the airplanes in like the very late like the 1890s,
yeah.
more or less. And then next thing you know, it's 1914 now. You're bombing different cities off of airplanes. And then you take that not even like 20 years or whatever it is into World War II, and now you have a nuclear bomb
Yeah, dude.
that's like that you don't even have to man it. You just like drop it over and it just destroys the whole city. And then not even a decade later, now you have rockets going into outer space.
Dude, it's crazy how fast technology is evolving.
Yeah,
Dude.
so it's been growing exponentially.
It's like it's crazy.
Have you heard of the Kardashev scale?
No, I haven't.
Really, you should definitely read up on this one.
Carter ship?
Kardashev.
Oh, Carter chef.
Kardashev scale. What he talks about is that it's like the alien or like alien civilization. It's with a K.
Oh, to the K.
Yeah, Kar Kardashev. I can't spell scale. What he talks about is that there's three main types of civilizations. They're based off of their energy output, or like the energy we make. So he says that the first type of civilization. Excuse me, I can't even talk. Fuck, I'm tired.
Yeah, I feel you, dude. I'm just like
Yeah.
that. Too.
Did you find it?
I'm assuming is this one right?
Yeah. So it's three scales. The first one, it's whenever you use the planet 100% of the planet's energy. So it's like you're fully dependent on like wind, solar, or not solar specifically, but solar like reaches the planet, but like everything that the planet creates, like you're using 100% of the planet, literally.
Yeah. This
Kind
is
of like the thing that he talks about.
This is
And the second one, or you got it on there, you can probably read it.
Type 2 civilization, also called a stellar civilization, can use and
You might have to
control.
speak up a little more.
Oh, can use and control energy at the scale of its planetary system.
So that would be the sun, like using the sun's energy.
Yeah. And then the third one is can control energy at a scale of its entire host galaxy. Dude, that's all it has.
Yeah, I mean, like, it is cool to read about, just because the way, like, if we focus on this scale, we're still at a civilization 0.
Yeah.
So we're not even in type 1 yet.
Yeah, dude, it's just mine.
And then he was saying it was actually Michio Kaku, which is another famous physicist. He says that at our rate, we would probably get to civilization 1 within like 200 years. It's not even that long.
No, I mean,
Like,
We're gonna be dead at that time, but
Well, if you take it, if you see it at in like astronomical time scale, that's nothing. 200 years isn't shit.
yeah,
Like an evolutionary time scale, that is 200 years is nothing. That's only a few generations.
yeah. You know what just popped into my head? That
Uh,
guy's head they froze.
what?
Yeah, dude. I don't know who it is. I think it was like this famous, this billionaire, and like they just chopped his head off and froze it. Let me see what.
What the hell?
Uh,
I feel like there's something I should. I'm sure I've heard about it.
what? Charles Dingo. There it is.
That was from Mike Carly.
No. That's not that.
That was the one from Mike Carly.
No, but I just searched it. It was the first thing. I was like, what? It's not it. Oh,
Bro, that was a good show.
yeah, dude. iCarly was top of its peak.
Nah, it peaked at Drake and Josh, but iCarly was up there. That was the last of the good stuff.
Oh, dude, I was a huge fan of Regular Show growing up.
Regular show was dope.
Yeah, how they were able to, basically add mature like jokes and stuff like that into like basically like kids.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, how they were able to get Childish Gambino and Tyler the Creator
Oh
in one
yeah,
episode.
that was dope.
Yeah, dude, that's still not.
That was weird. That was a good show.
That was an iconic episode.
Yeah. Hang on, this is just a completely different topic, but I went back to the Mavs game. They're 106-103 in the fourth quarter. You just put that one right back on. I want to see that one.
Yeah, dude, it's
Yeah, we're just talking about basketball, baby. We're just
everywhere now. Did you hear that Russia supposedly have a cure for corona?
well, the way I read it, just 'cause I read all that weird shit. they've had it since like April,
Yeah, I mean,
but they of course they're not gonna release it.
what I saw was that Vladimir Putin, he tested it on his daughters. The
Yeah, he tested it on one of his daughters.
Yeah, and supposedly that she's doing great, she's fine. And like I saw that Trump, I don't know if he tweeted or said, but it's fake news,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, but
They've had it since April.
yeah, dude, that's crazy.
Are you trying to get the game?
Yeah, but I only have one bar. Man, I hate AT&T. Like,
Damn, this indeed.
don't cut my bill off or anything, but yeah, dude.
Yeah, I remember I read about it like a few months ago, and they were saying they already had it. The
Mhm.
Russians like got the vaccine like April or March or something.
Yeah, I just saw it until now.
Well, yeah, 'cause they're obviously gonna take time to like, so the U.S. doesn't look that bad.
Yeah.
And I noticed a weird conspiracy. I know again we're jumping. I mean that's the point of the podcast.
Yeah, man.
But they were saying that during the space race, how the Russians actually got to the moon first,
Yeah.
but there was like some deal that they were gonna let the Americans claim it.
Yeah.
So it's like they went to the moon and like test it out and like make sure that it is possible, and then they let us go there, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if you know this, but it's like with the nuclear bombs. Supposedly
Mhm.
that the U.S. wasn't the first one to figure out the how it works and everything
Yeah.
like that. Supposedly it was
Like
the
split the atom.
Yeah, it was supposedly it was the Germans.
Oh, it definitely was the Germans.
But the Americans had an operation to capture their head scientist.
Operation Paperclip.
Yeah.
That one's crazy.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
But it's a very delicate subject,
yeah.
because if we weren't gonna get them, the Russians were gonna get them, because they were like, Germans are just intelligent people. Like,
Or maybe even smarter
There's-
too.
there's a reason why I have 2 German cars outside, sitting outside. We have 2 Volkswagens. Like, everyone You don't know one person that hates on a German car.
No,
Like maybe, like they won't. Maybe they won't hate Volkswagen. Like they just don't have an opinion for it or Audi, whatever.
yeah.
But I doubt anyone's met one person who hates German cars. Like we all drive them. They're amazing vehicles.
I mean,
They're
yeah.
very efficient.
Yeah, it's a.
Like everyone's talking about like Porsche. Oh look, I got a new BMW, whatever. Like those are all German creations.
Yeah.
Actually,
Mom's calling.
all right, just go ahead.
Oh.
I'm just gonna pause it here really quick. You can take that. Yeah, we're talking about Volkswagen. Oh yeah, I was gonna tell you how they started. So actually, Volkswagen in German, you have. Wait, is yours on? Try it.
Yeah, it's on.
Okay, I just didn't see your line. My bad.
Oh yeah, no, fine.
What was I saying? Oh yeah. So Volks means people, like folks. Wagon means like a wagon. Like
Yeah.
it literally means car of the people. And basically, what the Nazis were trying to do at the time is that they're trying to make a car that everyone, because at that time cars already existed. You had the M, or what's the Ford's? It was like the M model or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. You have the wrong car guy. Right?
Like I
Gotta
forgot
pick
what
it.
I forgot
Yeah,
what
but
it was.
I think I know what
It's
you're
like the
talking
model
about.
Model T or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, Ford already came out with a few cars, so like other American companies. So like what he was trying to do is that he was trying to create a car like that, an affordable car.
Yeah.
Because obviously at that time that like only the rich people had cars, and his thing was like everyone's equal, so everyone's gonna have a car,
Yeah.
and they basically created Volkswagen because of that. And then BMW was actually I think they made tanks or something. They made they made like military vehicles, like tanks and all sorts of stuff.
It's crazy how those companies, went from, being, military companies to being, like, like all around in general, vehicles for now. It's, yeah. I mean, what I heard, what I saw was I remember that Adolf Hitler wanted to make wanted to have a secret base in Antarctica. Yeah, I mean, I saw it in a video that supposedly, it's like to share info, if I'm not like, basically, so to see what South American countries were doing, so they could send info to the Nazis, you see, see what they were doing, like how their operations were working, basically. But,
yeah. But it's kind of like the fucked up thing about that, about the Operation Paperclip, because like it was the evil empire.
Yeah,
that's what you can call it. And like the people were just so fucked up, but they were incredibly intelligent.
Yeah.
Like even Albert Einstein was German. He was from Germany. He fled before one of the wars. He came to the U.S.
Dude, you know what's crazy? I thought he was like from the 1800s, but it's like he's from the 19.
He was actually the one that helped create the atomic bomb.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. I like, how it seems it was so long ago, but yeah, it's like still recent history.
It was very recent.
Yeah, dude, it's
like I don't like studying about wars, but like the last 100 years have been like it has been a 180 to what humanity's been before then.
Yeah, I mean, like what they say, history repeats itself. I mean, I think that's what they say. I don't know.
No, it's just the way like how fast we've been advancing technologically as humans in the past, not even 100 years. Shit, 10 years ago, if you had an iPhone, you were like you're like the coolest kid if you had an iPhone, or if you had like a touch screen.
Yeah.
You remember those days in like middle school when you had a touch screen and you're like the coolest kid?
Yeah.
And like you try to flex on it, like, oh shit, look, I'm touching the screen. Look, I ain't good at this app.
Yeah, I remember when I got my first iPhone. It was like when the iPhone 5 came out. And like I took it to school, and I remember like I was like, "Yo, that's dope. That's cool." I was like, "What can you do?" People that didn't even talk to me at the time started talking. It's like, bro, it's like, well, it's just a phone. It's like nothing, that major. But at that time it was unseen stuff. Now it's just an everyday thing.
I know I didn't necessarily grow up with a flip phone, but like my first phone was like a little flip phone. I don't even know what the fuck it was.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a Motorola. It was like an off brand or something.
Yeah.
But it was dope. I felt dope. Like, oh shit, like I can take one picture.
Dude, my signal's trash, but trying to watch this Mavs game real quick. Probably the last few minutes of it.
Yeah. Hang on, I'm gonna check the score. I got it on here. Ooh, it's still very close. 115, 112. They're 5 minutes. Or 116, 112.
This game's going to overtime for sure.
Yeah, we'll watch the overtime after this. I wonder if I can. How do I watch it?
I could give you the website to anyone out there too.
Here, you can just look it up on here. I probably have better like connection. I mean, I am on the Wi-Fi.
So if anyone wants to see it, it's on NBA number 4 free.com. Yep, it works.
Really? Let me see it.
Like,
What?
So now you get that, and then just.
No, you get like the pop-up ads.
Yeah,
You get the pop-up ads.
Yeah. And then
Oh
you
shit!
could watch
Hang
it.
on, yeah, we're about to set that up. What the hell? All right, you got it right. You got it right there.
Yeah, can you
Yeah.
see?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, dude, it's
Yeah, we can just like commentate on the game for the rest of it.
like, dude, I could probably name you every single player on the Mavs team. Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna turn up the volume. I'm gonna get some volume on it. Is it English commentary and everything?
yeah, it's like so the website, I found it on TikTok. Like I said, they basically get it from the actual channel that streams it. So like right now, since I think Mavs are home, they're getting it from
From Fox Sports
yeah, Northwest Fox Sports.
or Fox Sports Southwest.
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah, something like that. Yeah, but all the commentary is English and stuff like that.
Is that Luca? I can't really see.
Yeah,
from
that's
right here.
Luka.
Yeah, let's go, Luca. Ah,
Dude, it's crazy how he's 21.
bro, what the?
21 and averaging 30 points.
See, my older brother, because he lived in Spain, or he's been living in Europe for a while.
Yeah.
But he said that, he used to play for Madrid, because over there the culture's different. Cause
Yeah.
like that's where you get all these 18-year-olds at the World Cup that
Yeah.
come from European countries. Mbappe won the World Cup when he was 19.
Dude, I know, dude.
He's also like 21.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy
Like
how.
at 19 years old, he won the World Cup, and not even like he was one of the top players. He was one of the best players.
Yeah, wasn't he like, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't he like almost top scorer too?
Yeah,
Of
he
the
was.
World
He was at 19 years old.
Yeah, dude, that's just.
There was a documentary on. Here, I'm gonna turn that down again. That's distracting.
Wasn't it Griezmann, right? That documentary? Or no?
No. This was an actual one. They go. I can't remember the place or the name of the place. Or if I remember it, I'm gonna butcher the name. But it's like this camp outside of Paris, and we started it back in the 80s. It's why France's team has been dominating so much. Because what they'll do is like they'll go to the suburbs of like the big cities. So they'll go to like the outskirts of Paris.
Yeah.
I mean that's where they found Mbappe. They found him in Bondy. It's like this shitty little town outside of Paris. What they'll do is like they'll find all these like very, very poor kids, and like they'll take them, like if they see the talent in them, like they'll take them into the place, into the camp. And here, I'm gonna make sure that's still recording. Yeah, So they'll take him to this place out in like in the countryside, and they'll just train them to be like soccer gods.
Yeah, dude, that's the bad thing about the U.S. You have to pay in order to, to become something. Like, like how Zlatan said it when he was over here with LA. Like you had to pay like 3,200, like per child, in
Yeah,
to be in a good soccer club
Claire.
or
All right, it's called Clairefonte. I like I said, I butchered the name. If you're French, I apologize. Clairefonte, that's what it's called, and it opened in 1988. So that's why, like in '99, they won the World Cup. They won their first World Cup. Because they're just saying like we've been playing so bad and we need to change it up. It says that it's located at 50 kilometers from Paris. So it's like outside of the big city.
yeah.
And then here's some of the names or some of the players they've gotten from there. Like they got Mehdi Benatia. He plays for Morocco. Matuidi, Mbappe, obviously, Giroud, Thierry Henry.
The legend.
I'm sure they got Pogba from there.
Yeah,
They were saying here, I'm gonna look. There was a crazy stat also with France at the 2018 World Cup. Here, let me look it up. 'Cause I was saying like it was like 30 something players that were French in the World Cup.
from French origins, right?
No, like from France. But obviously, because they were like they had these colonies in Africa, they would be eligible to play. Like for example, like I said, Benatia, he played for Morocco because he had Moroccan parents. But
Oh yeah, yeah. I get what you're talking about. Like Pogba, isn't his parents like from Uganda or something like that?
I think
And his
they're
brother,
from Ghana. I don't remember when they're from.
yeah, but one of their brothers plays doesn't play for France, but plays for where they were born from, where their parents come from.
And then it's really like it's kind of why all of their players are African.
Yeah.
Like from African origin. Damn, I can't find the website, but it was like 30 something players from France. And like they were playing in like some were playing in like I'm trying to think like the countries, like French countries. I can't remember. Fuck.
Yeah, I mean it's fine.
But and then there was like 20 players that are just from France. Or no, from Paris.
Yeah.
There's 20 players from the World Cup that were from Paris. And that's what they would do as like kids. Like they see that they literally had nothing to lose. And like, here, we're gonna take you to this camp. We're gonna feed you. You have a place to sleep. So it's like their escape.
Yeah.
And like they want to get out of that poverty. So it's like, all right, I'm gonna become a soccer god.
Yeah, I mean they have that mentality. It's like I need help on my parents, so I need to try my best. Work out 24/7.
Yeah.
Use my best of my abilities to become something and get my parents out of those slums. But yeah.
Yeah, France. I know. Fuck, Germans are just good at everything.
Yeah, I mean you can't deny it.
Cause they have 4 world. Other than this World Cup, like they have 4 championships.
Yeah, they're right behind Brazil, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brazil is also like them two are just another level when it comes to. It's not even fair to like average people. Like you see them like, man, fuck y'all.
Yeah, dude, they got talent. It doesn't look like they have anything, but
bro,
dude,
they're fucking dogs. Their dogs can juggle. Like you've seen those videos on Instagram. They're like playing. They're like keeping up the ball, and it's like the little circle. They even got the dog in. He's like hitting the ball with his head. Like, bro, they got the fucking dog into it.
120,
yeah,
119.
That's a 1-point game, man.
Dude, what's your opinion about Mark Cuban?
I fucking love Mark Cuban.
Yeah, they're saying. I love how how he was able to get a German guy like Nowinski and bring him into the
Mm,
to the franchise. Make him the franchise player, and that attracting other like players from Europe or
yeah.
into the league. Showing it's not only U.S. that has talent;
Yeah.
it's other cities outside
Oh
the
shit,
country.
my bad. That's where I was getting to. Because I was talking about the way they grow up over there. So that's kind of like similar thing what happened to Luka Doncic. It's actually what Christian Pulisic did from the U.S. Because when he was like a teen, he moved to Croatia and grew up playing soccer there. Because that's where his grandparents are from. That's why he has the last name Pulisic.
Oh, I never noticed it
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. His grandparents are from Croatia. So when he was a teenager, they moved him over there so he can focus on soccer. They moved him to Croatia to live with his grandparents.
Yeah,
And then he's now one of like the top young kids playing right now.
yeah. I mean, what
And
what?
it's my bad. It's kind of like the culture over there because they realize at a young age, like, oh, this kid has a talent. Like we're gonna help this kid. And like for example, you see Luca like dominating at 19 years old in the NBA.
Dude.
And it's kind of like that because whenever they're like teenagers and wherever they're like 10 or 11, they see like, all right, we can do something with this kid.
Yeah,
So they just start like training it, and it does sound really messed up, but at the same time, it's like they want to get out of that trap, like that poverty. So they're gonna do whatever it takes to like get out of that. So like you see this kid, like yeah, we're gonna help him be a pro. So that's why when he was 16, he was already a professional at Madrid.
yeah. It's like I know what I know from Luca's backstory is that his father was a professional basketball player, or his mother. It was one of those two.
Mm,
But like, yeah, it's just crazy how at at a young age, they know that their kids have a potential of
mm,
doing something. They have the passion for it, and they help them
yeah,
push them to the limits, and make them into the players they are now.
yeah. It does sound dark, but I mean, shit, it helps. That's why they have all the World Cups,
Yeah.
and that's why like they shit, like look at the Antetokounmpo brothers. Like now,
Oh,
it's not only Giannis, but now it's like all
all
of his brothers, and he has like a 16-year-old brother that's also coming up.
yeah, dude. Yeah. I mean, it's just I know what Giannis went through. Like seeing like reading about is that how they had like one studio room like the size of your room, and all of them would live there.
Mhm.
And when their parents couldn't afford money, he would go out, sell things or steal things.
Mhm.
And I remember what I read, what I saw in an interview from him is first year as a rookie, all the money he got, he would send it to his parents,
Mhm.
and that he would have no money like to get a taxi or anything. He would go running to this
Oh yeah,
to
I've heard
the
of that. He would run to the arena
yeah
because he had a game that day. That's crazy. He's. I mean, I'd love to meet him one day. He seems like a super nice guy.
humble. He seems
He's
humble.
very yeah. There's a lot of players like that,
Yeah.
but it's like it's funny because they all have, or basically, if you think about it, most successful people have that really fucked up thing in them.
Yeah.
That's like either it's neglection, either it's poverty, whatever it is. It's just so fucked up that they want to do something that's so great, or they get so obsessed in one thing that it's like, here it is.
Yeah.
Here's a shoe. Here's this album.
Yeah.
Here is I'm one of the top players in the NBA. Look at my stat line.
Yeah. Ooh.
What happened there? Is that Luca?
Yeah. I just know he just crossed someone over.
Let me see that.
Who's talking?
Ooh, hoodie
Nurkic.
cross.
Nurkic.
Mm.
Jesus Christ.
Did you get that N one?
Yeah, he got it.
Damn.
Dude, I want the Mavs to win a championship within like these
They're
two
not
to
gonna
3
win it
years.
this year, but
No,
definitely
I know this year, whoever wins the champ.
they're definitely. Oh my god.
No, no, you could go.
Now I was gonna say that they're not in the championship talk, but they're definitely gonna be that. They're the team to beat.
Yeah, it's like I know this championship is gonna be the like best championship. Whoever wins it, because 6 months. Or
That free agency was crazy last year.
dude, yes, yes,
Like
yes.
we haven't even talked about that yet. We didn't talk about that free agency.
You, you know
That was
what started? Mavericks. Like becoming a team. People are talking about is when they traded for Porzingis.
hmm
Like no one was expecting that.
that was a crazy trade because uh Cuban literally got rid of all the good players.
No, not
Or he got rid of like the useful. Like
yeah. Like well,
they were expensive, but it was a good trade. I mean, it wasn't the best time at the time because Porzingis was injured and he was
yeah,
very uncertain. And like the players we had were pretty good. Like he traded away Dennis Smith Jr., DeAndre Jordan.
yeah.
He had a few other people.
Yeah, but the thing is, at the outcome, it favored
Oh, it
us
definitely did.
because we sent them,
Did he tie it
players.
up? My bad. Did he tie it up?
Yeah, 127 to
Damn.
127. But it favored us because we sent them players, were aging, like DeAndre Jordan. He was aging already. He's not the player he was when he was with the Clippers.
Yeah.
And Dennis Smith Jr. He was still growing up, and he still had things to work with. But for the Knicks, just trade Tim Hardaway,
Oh, that was Porzingis for 3. Talking about him.
the unicorn. Dude, it's
That was really. No, and then like that free agency, we haven't even talked about that yet. How
Kawhi.
when did it start? It started when Anthony Davis said he was leaving, right?
The rumors start. Yeah, basically, it's like like mid-season. Anthony said, "I want to trade."
Yeah, cause he wasn't happy. Cause he pretty much outgrew New Orleans.
Yeah, I mean, I understand.
He's like a superstar, but he's not really getting anywhere with them. It's just also a small market.
Yeah, it's like I understand his view. Like
Yeah.
like I'm not gonna waste my career here and go into waste my prime here and not be able to win championships without the right
Mhm.
pieces. And yeah,
And then that Kawhi one was
the Paul
crazy.
George. Dude, I remember I was in bed. I was going through Instagram, and I get a notification. Paul George decides to join Kawhi Leonard to the Clippers. I was like, at 2 in the morning. I was like, what?
Oh fuck yeah, I remember. Yeah, I woke up that next morning. It was like, wait, what?
It's like it was unexpected. And
That's really what started it off though. That's what started like the new era of the duos.
yeah,
Cause Kawhi, it
arguably.
was a weird. Kawhi was in a crazy powerful situation. Cause he only had 1 year in Canada,
Oh yeah, that's
and
true.
that was like the craziest thing you'll ever see from a player. He shows up, he wins a championship, he leaves.
He
That's
basically
the craziest thing you can do.
he was a Thanos at that moment.
Yeah, he was, cause he was like, all right, cause Anthony Davis was already in the Lakers with
Yeah.
LeBron, so he's like,
I could
I
join
could
name.
go, cause he wanted to go home. Like
Yeah.
that's kind of why he left the Spurs, but neither team had the cap space for him. They didn't
Yeah.
have the money for him, so it's like fuck it, Canada.
Even though he didn't
And
want to go.
he didn't want to go, but he was like, fuck it, I guess I'll go to Canada. And like, I'm here, I might as well win a championship, which you fucking did.
Dude, that's crazy. Look, in my opinion, I say the Warriors would have won it if Klay Thompson nor Kevin Durant got
Oh, yeah.
injured. That would have changed the outcome.
We'll talk about KD in a minute, but yeah, like he could have gone literally anywhere he wanted. He's Kawhi Leonard, and he was Finals MVP.
Dude,
And like he could do whatever he want, and he wanted to go home. He wanted to go to LA, and then it was like he could do what KD did
make a powerhouse team.
and get a guaranteed championship, or he can say fuck it, I'm going to the opposite, and he just said, "Fuck it, I'm going to the Clippers."
As soon as that
And like 2 days later, it's like Paul George is coming over. Like, what the hell?
it's like as soon as that trade happened, that's when the balance was restored in the league.
Yeah.
Because KD went to Brooklyn to team up with Kyrie Irving. Then there was the Luka and
KP.
yeah, KP. Then there was
Jimmy Butler going to the Heat.
I mean, but
Huh?
there isn't. I mean, there is. It's only besides like Jimmy Butler in the Heat. It's only him. There's like no other.
No,
Oh.
they have a good team.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah.
They do have. They have a solid young team.
Yeah, dude.
Cause they kind of use Jimmy Butler as a vet, but they also have a really good. I can't remember their names.
Bam. Bam. Yeah. I know his first name. Just Bam.
Abadai. Nah, I'm not even gonna say it.
It's just Bam. It's just Bam. Just.
Yeah. Him, and then they have that one Slovenian guy.
Oh, Dragic.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember when they traded for KP, the Mavs. I heard there was reports on a 3-team deal, so Dragic would have been a Mavs, but it didn't went through. And like, yeah.
I would have wanted to see them team up.
Yeah, because I know that Dragic and Luka, they're from the...
Yeah, because they're obviously going to have that chemistry because they're both from the same country.
Yeah, dude. I feel like with Dragic, we would have a higher, championship, caliber.
Oh, and then Russell Westbrook joined James Harden. That was a crazy one. And
Shocking.
then Chris Paul's like, fuck this, I'm going to Oklahoma.
Yeah, for 7 picks. I think it was 7.
It was a crazy amount of picks.
7 first-round picks. Yeah.
But Oklahoma's been doing pretty good.
Dude,
like,
yeah.
They did very well. Like that was like Westbrook was their last MVP.
Yeah.
And like it could have gone to shit, but
I mean, people were suspecting him to go,
yeah,
to fall down the hole.
They did pretty good.
Yeah, but with CP3,
Damn.
No.
What's the score? I can't tell.
132-131.
Who's up?
Portland.
Fuck, dude.
How's that a foul?
Lillard's gonna...
He wasn't set, though.
Can they review that? I can't see it very well. Yeah, what the hell?
I think Rick Carlisle should challenge it, because it was a clean 3. That would have given us the lead.
Call him up. Do you have his number?
No. I only have his wife's number. It's
so call up his wife. Like, hey, tell your husband, challenge it. We need good.
You know what's crazy? He's a head leader of the coach, the coach organization. Like
the NBA coach, or just like the Mavs, or what do you mean?
Like, so how the NBA has like the NBA players, they all gather.
Oh,
they
like
give their opinions,
like
and
a
stuff
union kind of.
Yeah, but he's a head, like main guy for the coaches.
Shit, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, dude, going into his office, it's like he has the box for his rings, but he doesn't have his rings there. Cause he has this one with the Celtics and the Mavs, of course. He has them there. But me going into his room, his office, and seeing the game plans, like at this time, take out Luka, bring in Courtney Lee or Jalen Brunson. But it was crazy seeing all that.
It's crazy. Down. It's crazy because you see it on TV and you see it on like 2K.
Yeah.
And like that's the actual like official game plan. How many seconds are left?
4.5 seconds.
Fuck, we lost this one.
We need to get a stop. There's a foul. Yeah. This game's done.
Damn.
Or unless we make a last minute.
It's not gonna happen. They're just gonna give the ball to Lillard, and it's gonna do like this crazy buzzer beater. What do you think of Lillard? Should he stay?
He's given everything to Portland, but in my opinion, it's
They haven't given him anything.
Yeah, because they only got CJ McCollum, Nurkic. That's.
Melo,
Oh, yeah, Melo.
but he's not playing right.
Oh, he's playing with Portland.
No, I'm saying like right now in the
Oh,
bubble.
no, he
Oh
is.
yes. Oh shit.
Yeah,
I haven't seen him.
he scored the game winner against.
Oh, they got Boban up there to get the rebound.
Dude, Boban's a nice guy. I like out of anyone in the NBA, I would like to meet him.
Damn, what's the score now?
134 to 131.
That's damn.
3.9 seconds left on the clock. That's the reason I love basketball, because it's tight. Anything could happen. That's.
Yeah. It's kind of similar with hockey, because whenever they go to overtime, at least in the playoffs, it's like it's a golden goal.
Oh, it's golden goal? So.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So it's intense. It's very, very intense. And then it's one of those, though, I know regular season it's a little different because they'll do golden goal, but it's only 3-on-3. Usually it's 5-on-5 plus the goalie.
Yeah.
But during the regular season, it's 5 minutes. They'll do 3-on-3.
With goalie or
with
no
goalie? Oh yeah, obviously with goalie. But if they don't score, they'll do a shootout. But in the playoffs, it's different because it's a full-on, like 5-on-5, first one to score. And then if they don't score in 20 minutes, then it's like another 20 minutes.
Dude, you're getting me.
I've seen games that go to like 3 overtimes, like playoff games.
Dude, you're starting to get me into hockey now.
It's dope, yeah.
It seems interesting.
It's dope. It's basically like you're basically playing indoor soccer but on skates.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is. Because it's also like non-stop.
Yeah.
Like, if you go to an actual game, like, it's just crazy how intense it is. A regular season game. Like, the intensity.
Timmy. Oh, my fuck.
Dang. Damian Lillard. Fuck Damian. I'm just kidding.
Dude. He wasn't even close, dude. He hit the side of the.
What's his stat line? It's about to show up. 1 or 3-point game.
Look, I know. The last time they went to overtime against the Nuggets, if I'm not mistaken. Since we have cameras all in our house, you could see me like in the cameras, legit, standing up, screaming because we came back from a 9-point deficit to tie it up and to go into overtime.
Here, let's see what Damian Lillard got. 61 points.
Nah.
What?
Dude.
Yep. 61 points. 5 rebounds, 8 assists. He was on the floor for 41 minutes.
Dude, what?
Yeah.
61?
61 points. That's crazy.
That must be a career high.
It's close. I'm sure it probably ties it. But it's definitely around there.
Dude, and he shot above 50%.
Fuck that.
Dude, he took out of 32 field goal attempts, he made 17. Dude, he was in a win or lose situation.
Blazers moved into 8th.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Dude,
I'm looking for the standings, but I don't know how to get there.
So
No,
Memphis lost to the Celtics and.
Oh, did they? You know what's crazy though? How the games, like, even like 10 years ago, it was rare when a game got to 100 points.
Yeah.
That's like the one crazy thing about the NBA, like how fast the game's been growing. Like if a game got to 100 points, that was a good game offensively. Like, that was a badass game, and you were lucky to see a 100-point game. But now it's just like, if it's anywhere under 100, it was a boring game. Like
Yeah.
this regular score is like 130 something.
Yeah. I mean, now if you score above 101, like above 125, you could still lose the game.
Yeah.
That's the crazy thing about today's sports. Well, today's basketball.
Yeah, basketball. I was seeing that last year was the first time in NBA history that every team averaged at least 100 points.
Yeah, dude. And how the pace has changed within basketball too. Because I remember used to have like they used to do like 25 possessions per game, per team. Like so, 25 possessions each team. Now they're doing up to like 96 possessions each team.
Yeah.
Dude, it's crazy.
It's that 3-point shot. That's what changed it all.
Curry changed the game, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's.
I'd say it started with Dirk, because Dirk introduced the idea that the big man can shoot.
Yeah, big.
Because he was always like that skinny, lanky one, so he couldn't really get in the paint without being overpowered by like a guy by like Shaq.
Yeah, I mean, but at the same time, you have to take it back to like the Jordan era.
Mm-hmm.
So like the Reggie Miller time, because Reggie Miller at his time he was shooting threes, which was unknown back then. Because drive to the paint, get an easy 2 or and 1, and he was shooting threes. Then Nowitzki came, big man.
Yeah, that was when the big man started shooting, and then now Steph Curry's like, all right, 3-pointers. Yeah. And then now you're getting like 7'3" people from the paint, or or from behind the line.
Yeah, behind
like
the
dropping points from like 30 feet out.
Yeah, it's crazy how the game's growing.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that they want to add a 4-point line, but in my opinion they shouldn't, cause
they shouldn't, cause they already make it easy. Like from half court, it's easy for them.
Yeah, I mean, like, what's the point? Like, everyone's gonna shoot behind the 3. Like, they could shoot it from anywhere.
Behind the 4-point line, yeah.
Yeah, and still nothing's gonna change. But it's just crazy how the game is evolving. I know in Korea, if you miss a free throw, they take a point away.
Oh, what?
Yeah, if you miss you miss a free throw. So let's say it's like you get fouled last minute, like last second, and you go like it's 60. It's like 100, 110 to 111, and you miss both free throws, you lose the game at 109 to 110.
Really? What? Yeah. That's kind of fucked.
Yeah, I know, dude. It's just sports, bro.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna mention like KD. What did you think about his move?
Oh, dude, no.
Into Golden State.
That was a snake move. In my opinion, that was a snake move. He could have stayed in OKC with Harden and Ibaka, and try to go for that title. But he did the easiest.
No, it was Westbrook and Ibaka.
Oh yeah,
because Harden was already.
Yeah. My bad. Yeah, I was thinking about Harden for some type of reason. But he went to a 72-9 team. And yeah, dude, it's just he was just doing it for the rings.
Yeah, but Dirk's ring will forever be undefeated.
Dude, yes, dude. He like, to think about it, he had players, already past their prime. They already are like Jason Kidd, Jason Terry. That was like there were
Sean Marion.
Yeah, Sean Marion. What's that guy's name? I know he plays with Houston. What's his name? Chandler.
Tyson Chandler?
Yeah, Tyson Chandler, yeah. At that time, he was still, like, young, and he was able to beat the big 3, the team to beat.
And he swept Kobe.
Oh, and Westbrook. Oh, no, he didn't beat...
He beat OKC, but that was, like, the young OKC where they had KD, Russell, and James Harden.
Yeah, then he swept Kobe.
And that wasn't even, like, a decent Kobe. That was, like, coming off of a ring Kobe.
Yeah, yeah, dude.
And that was a 4-0 series, and they just
swept. It's weird without Kobe, because,
Yeah,
dude, yeah.
What do you think was the bigger upset? That or the Leicester City 2016? I
Look,
gotta go with the Leicester City.
yes, dude, because I know Leicester City had like 1 in a million
Yeah.
to win the league, and how Chelsea, my club, was able to
Mm.
beat. It was able to tie with the Spurs. Basically win it for them.
That was I remember that. That was the only time in my life I'll ever root for Chelsea. Cause I'm an Arsenal.
Ah, dude,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh,
I don't want to get into that, but
yeah,
I remember that I was at school. I was like, all right, I gotta, like, I need to borrow a Chelsea shirt.
yeah, dude. The pressure was on us.
That was a crazy one.
The
That
same
was,
same thing with Liverpool too. When we won it for Liverpool,
oh yeah.
when we beat Man City.
I mean, that was already like Liverpool was gonna win it. There was no way Man City was gonna get there.
Yeah, I mean,
So, but that Leicester City, I remember I started following them whenever Jamie Vardy started going in that crazy scoring spree. He was like in the fourth or fifth game.
yeah, scoring like
He
didn't
scored like 11 games in a row,
yeah,
which is
and yeah,
a record. Like whenever he started going on that, like that's when I started following. So I kind of jumped in kind of early.
yeah. So
So that was like, yeah, they're gonna like Arsenal's gonna get. They're not gonna win.
I was the same thing. I jumped in early too. I was like, it's like Jamie Vardy's been on a roll. Mahrez was doing really really
Kante.
good. Oh, Kante too.
I think Kante's also from that camp, from that one I told you about.
Yeah,
Like,
I think he should because the way he is, like smiling,
yeah,
humble.
I'm sure he's from that, like
Yeah,
the Clairefonte.
good thing he's in Chelsea. Hopefully, he dies a legend at Chelsea. I would keep him. Like if I was Chelsea, I would keep him. Like one of the best midfielders.
God, he's
Could defend, could pass the ball.
he's oh no man, he's crazy.
He's something else.
Yeah, he is. But that was a crazy year though. Like how even 2 seasons ago they were in the championship. Is that what it's called? The second division?
Oh yeah, the championship.
They were in the
league.
championship like
Yeah.
2 seasons ago. And then like the season prior in 2015 they were about to go down. I think that's when they bought Kante actually. Cause he was like one of the new players.
Oh yeah, like for 1,200 or something like that.
Yeah, it was like it
It was-
wasn't even a million. It wasn't
Yeah.
even €1 million or £1 million. It was crazy cheap, and it was like, all right, let's go win the championship, and they did it.
Dude, then how 1 year later, after they won the championship, they sacked their head coach.
Yeah, it's because they kind of got the hangover, but I'm glad they came back.
Yeah, dude. Didn't they finish like fifth, sixth, somewhere around there?
Yeah, here they finished like sixth. They just missed the top four, or
Because I know that.
oh fuck, they changed. Oh, why do they have the new one already? They have the new.
For me, still pops up.
They already have the new table.
They were fifth.
They were fifth.
Yeah.
Fourth. It was Manchester United, right? Or Chelsea.
So-
They're the top. They're 3 and 4.
Last top, it was Liverpool, Man City, United, Chelsea, Leicester, and the Spurs. Dude,
I was rooting on the Wolves also.
because of Raúl Jimenez, right? Or no?
Oh, he was one of them, but they were also like the young team that also like recently got promoted. So I was rooting for them.
Yeah.
Like I knew them and Leicester City would do good.
Dude, it was. I know that Leicester City was in the top of the table at some point.
They were top 3. They were right
Yeah.
behind Man City and Liverpool.
Dude, it's crazy seeing no Arsenal in any European.
Yeah, I'd rather not get into that.
Dude,
They won the FA Cup, but it always happens. So
dude, it should have been ours.
I'm not even.
I mean, it's just sports. At the
Yeah.
end of the day, it's something. It's something you can invest your time in.
Yeah,
You
it's a
know.
lot of fun, man.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. Same with this. We've been talking for over 2 hours.
For real?
Yeah.
God damn, dude.
Yeah, that's why. Like, yeah, I'll usually tell people like, hey, if you want to be on, like, you gotta clear a few. Yeah, we've been going to like like 2:20 almost.
God damn, dude.
Yeah.
Hasn't felt like it.
Yeah, well, it was great having you. I don't know if you have any last things you want to say.
Nah, dude. It was a pleasure you having me on. You know, I remember we agreed. You know, hey, like you told me, I was like, "Hey, I have a podcast. You know, you should come on." I was like, "Yeah, sure."
Yeah, fuck it. Just talk. I mean, it's a lot of fun because you just talk shit for a few hours. Talk about whatever you want.
Yeah, I mean, that's the beauty of it. You know,
Mm.
time flies.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
really
that's the
does.
thing.
Like, people are like, really 2 hours? Like, yeah, you'd be surprised, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Really, the difficult thing is starting it just because you don't know. It's like the guest, at least from the guest point of view, I can understand. Because I don't really tell them anything. Because I'll just like start BSing it.
yeah,
But like it just happens. It just goes on. We just start talking, have a good time.
yeah. I feel like it's like once you get like into that level of conversation, time just isn't
Yeah,
even a factor.
something I notice is usually around the hour mark. That's when people get comfortable. Cause
Yeah,
like I'll try to push the conversation
yeah,
and like try to get them to elaborate a little more. Like, yeah, explain this, or like, oh yeah, talk about this, and like I'll ask questions.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Cause really that's how I get someone to open up. But after a while, it's like whenever I sit back, there's times when I know they're gonna tell really good stories. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna make them talk. It's like sit back.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, it was a pleasure being on it.
Yeah, for sure, man. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Now go cry or something because the Mavs lost.
Hit up Rick Carlisle for me after the season.
Oh yeah, bro.
I'll get him on.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure the season's not starting until like mid-November or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll probably be like, hey,
Shit, I'll get him on. 10-minute episode. I don't care. You want to sit here for 2 hours and fuck it, go.
be like, yo, Mister, like, I could get you like on a Zoom call or something, with this one kid. He wants you.
No. I'll go to. I'll take my setup to his house. I'll set up. I don't care.
Yeah.
Just be like, just tell me where to set up. It's
Oh
like fine.
yeah.
It's all like right here. I don't care. I'll go.
Yeah. I mean, well, thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Well,
Yeah.
see y'all later. Hopefully the Mavs win, and the Stars. They lost also.
Wait.
So.
They're
Yeah,
playing, right?
they're in the playoffs.
Oh, they're playing. They're in
Yeah,
the
it was
playoffs.
game 1 today.
Oh, dude, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What about? Never.
Like now we're gonna end it right here. It's another 20 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. Never mind.
Yeah. All right. I'll see y'all everyone later.